Hello everyone, welcome Sue family to another stream on this beautiful Wednesday morning, Wednesday afternoon. I guess it's probably not Wednesday evening for anyone yet, maybe. But it's good to see you. Do apologize everyone for being, wow, 30 minutes late, that's pretty bad. Sorry about that, but it's good to see everyone. Welcome everyone. Hello. Haruka, good to see you. Welcome Haruka. Sorry Haruka for the delay, I do apologize. It's good to see you. I'm sorry that you're waiting on me. How are you doing, Haruka? And then Allard, hello my friend. I'm pardon me. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Give me a second. I'm okay. I just feel like I'm gonna sneeze. How are you doing today, Allard? Welcome. David, you're also upset that I'm up to major delay as well. I do apologize, David. How are you guys doing? Haruka, Allard, David. Welcome to the stream. Hello, my friend. It's good to see you. Hello. I recorded. I haven't had a chance yet to look into that ramen recipe, but you know what, I'm going to. It sounds like a good idea. Good to see you. Hello. And Kadri, my friend, welcome. How's life going for you? Good to see you. Oh yeah, Lard, is everyone asking everyone's having a good day? I hope you guys are having a good day. For me, the day is technically just getting started, but I think things are going well. And Kadri, I'm sorry that it could be better, but hopefully we'll be able to get things have more fun together and brighten everyone's up day with a good stream. Lots of energy and all that sort of stuff. Mr. Reporter, my friend, good to see you. A long time, my Australian friend. How you doing? Hashtag short gang. But yeah, how are you feeling? How are you feeling lately? I think that everything is opening up and here in the United States, and I just don't know. I don't know how I feel about that yet, but we'll find out. And of course, well, GG, good to see you, my friend. How's life going for you? Have you played a lot of Undertale lately? I know that you like that game. Welcome. Are you doing okay? Is cough? Are you feeling good? Well, GG. And of course, Mr. Reporter, I'm doing okay. I'm glad that you are doing good. Welcome, guys. Okay, and I'm sorry you're it's not so bad for you, but it's also you could do better, Allard. Maybe we'll improve things up. I know what you guys are here for. You're here for the GeoGuessr. Well, guess what, guys? Haha! It is GeoGuessr. Surprise! I bet nobody expected that. Well, I mean, if you did expect that, I guess I did kind of list what game we're playing in the description. So there's no, I guess there's not. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna play. You know what? Kevin can stop making a fool of himself on camera in front of a live audience starting right now. This looks like a very interesting place, kind of iconic looking. Okay, let's take a look here. But yeah, I'm glad you guys are doing well. Okay, so Mr. Reporter, right now your city just recovered from a major flood and you got just your second dose. Congratulations on getting your second dose, Mr. Reporter. I'm so happy for you. How are you feeling? Are you feeling, is your arm sore? Are you feeling a little sick? I always felt that the second dose onward started making me feel a little bit more sick than before. But you know what? I'm glad that the flooding does not sound good either. The flooding is also not a great sign. But yeah, and yeah, feel free to exclamation point C to join us. Aurora, my friend, it is good to see you. How are you doing, Aurora? How are Zeus and Sky? Have you been cuddling them a lot lately? And then someone, welcome, my Azerbaijan friend. How are you doing? Have you had any good meat lovers pizza lately? Someone, do you have any pets? Someone? Okay, so sun is in the southwest. Sun is in the southwest. So I assume we're in the northern hemisphere. This looks to be like a I feel like this is a Gen 3 camera. So although it does look a little blurry right here, but it's Gen 3, not Gen 2. Not really much in terms of any sort of signs. I guess there is that. I can't really read out. But yeah, and Mr. Reporter, your entire family felt pretty bad after both doses, but you didn't get any side effects either. Luckily from either doses. Hey, you know what? That's sometimes just how it works. Mr. Reporter, I assume that you're in general younger than most of your family, so that could affect things. But two, the first dose usually doesn't affect people, so hopefully things continue to be going well for you. And Aurora, you're not fine. Your cats are, but your cats are good. I'm doing okay. I'm sorry that you're not fine. Do you want to talk about it, Aurora? And you live with your grandma, but your parents. We have 4 pets. Ooh, 4 pets. Wow, that's pretty cool. What are your pets' names? What are they? Cats, dogs? I think this is a low camera. This camera looks pretty low, so I think this is a low camera. Although we are on an incline, so that may affect things. The fact that also they have these kind of mirrors here, I feel like gives it kind of a big clue on where this might be. And the architecture could also be like a big kind of clue. potentially. Although I got more of a vibe coming from this angle here. Yeah, like kind of how this roof is made, that sort of thing. But yeah, if there's anything you want me to look at in particular, let me know. I don't necessarily know if I know exactly what this is, but I have a feeling. I have a feeling of what this place might be. Oh, here's more of an architecture that you might be able to kind of get out. See how it's kind of a, these diagonal roofs and everything at different heights. It's I think that's more of indicative. But yeah, and Ace, it's 2 a.m. Well, good morning, Ace. Good morning to you. You know what they say, Ace? The early bird gets the worm, and you can't, if you got, I'm here to wake you up and get you charged for your day, excited. But yeah, how are you doing? So did you manage to get a new penguin plush? You said you're gonna get a new one. Yeah, absolutely, Shin. Let me just go ahead and let me get you a nice view of going on here. Oh, Turbo, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream, Turbo. But Shinra, good to see you. Welcome to the stream. And someone, you have a dog, 2 cats, and a guinea pig. Oh, cool. That's always fun times. Man, is it hard taking care of a guinea pig? I've never had a guinea pig before, so I don't really know much about them. Mr. Reporter, this goes out to all the people. I see. Yeah, please, guys, everyone, stay safe. It's a tough world out there, but I want you guys to all be safe. You went to school on Monday and you were positive, went home the next day, and then you're negative, went to school, and now you're positive again. You gotta stay home. Yeah, Aurora, sorry about that. I guess you have to isolate, but well, that's the coronavirus for you. That's ridiculous. I hope that I was. Do you miss going to school, Aurora? And Ace, you haven't gotten the penguin plushie yet? I'm sorry. And you haven't slept yet? Jeez Louise, Ace, you might need to get some sleep. We need to get some sleep there. I'm doing okay, Turbo. How are you doing? Okay. Why don't you guys get your guesses in within the next 30 seconds? Get the guesses within the next 30 seconds and then we'll move on. But I think this is a pretty cool kind of area here. And you guys are playing the game. Mr. Reporter, for your plane question, the question of the day, by the way, for those you guys don't know, is what seat on the plane do you guys prefer? The middle, the aisle, or the window seat kind of thing? And you prefer the aisle seat, Mr. Reporter, on long flights and window on shorter ones? Okay, why is that, Mr. Reporter? Why do you prefer the aisle on long flights and the window on shorter ones? And Ace, you're not going to sleep? Okay, you don't have to go to sleep. It's a free country. It's a free country. You can do what you want, Ace. And it's your younger brother. He feeds, it's his guinea pig. He feeds it twice and cleans the cage 2-3 times a week. That seems like a lot. You have to do to take care of a guinea pig. But, it's good that he's being responsible about it. And you had court yesterday and you worked nights. Oh, Hollow, how was jury duty? How was jury duty, Hollow? And Turbo, you also have COVID and you're always bored in your room. I'm sorry about Turbo. That's you're bored. That's really rough. Why do you like the aisle seat, by the way? Why do you like the aisle seat on the plane? Yeah, I never had COVID. But when I got the flu last year, I thought, oh my gosh, I might have COVID. I'm feeling pretty bad. So I isolated in a single room. I isolated in my bedroom, just to avoid everyone. And it was boring. I was like, I got a little claustrophobic, being like, wow, I'm stuck like in this room here, kind of thing. And it was not necessarily fun. Luckily, it turned out just to be the flu and not COVID, but not great to be stuck around. 5 seconds, get your guesses in, and we'll move on. Exclamation point CG, and then we'll go on. Okay. You never been on a plane, someone? Well, you know what? In the future, I think you can do it. You got this. I believe in you. You could be on a plane. And Hollow, you never been on a plane? If we meant to fly, God would have given us wings. Oh no, Hollow. And yeah, if you miss school, even if I don't, you like to study? Oh no, Aurora. I mean, it's right. Friendships, it's your community. I can see that. There's a group in there. Okay, sounds good here. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and close up this guest thing, and we'll see where we're at. So I'm thinking Japan. I get some Japan vibes here from the architecture, and just there's a lot of mountains in the region. I think this is low camera, although it's possible I could be wrong because it's a slant, but I feel like this camera is a little bit lower than normal. So I think it's Japan. Hard to figure out because the mountains are everywhere, like where in Japan this might be. But I'm gonna lean maybe towards You know what? I will choose someplace a little more mountainy. How about right here in this mountain region right there? Let's go. Let's see here. It was Japan. Ooh, wow. I got very close. Holy cow. That was incredible. Okay. So I do apologize, Miss Reporter. It was not Tunisia. I don't think Tunisia is this mountainy, although it's possible that I'm wrong. I've never been to Tunisia. And sorry, Hollow was not the United States of America. Japan is known for having a low camera. The camera is pretty low on the car for some reason. I'm not sure what that reason is exactly, but that's how it is. Maybe it's the clearance. Maybe the clearance underneath a lot of things it's just very short. So you need the camera to be low, or else your camera's going to be knocked off the car. And nobody wants a knocked off camera. Shinra, nice work. You figured out that it was also Japan. As someone and I got the closest, surprisingly. In this region here, the Nara region. Jeez Louise, that's really close. I am 26 kilometers. That's an incredibly short distance. I'm usually very terrible at Japan, but I don't know. I guess these are the mountains that we saw here. We are by a town called, I don't know, Totsukawa maybe? There's lots of Totsukawa over here. Along this road, the Kamiyao Onsen, the Kamiyuno River. Okay, and we're just kind of in this, like, I don't know, some kind of area. I think some sort of maybe farmland, I guess. All the way around here. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Maybe there was some sort of, like, I don't know, in my genetics. I remembered it because my family's from here. Well, part of them. Part of my Japanese part of my family is from Wakayama. The Wakayama city, Wakayama-ken, Wakayama. So while this probably wasn't like it when they wouldn't, I don't think many people would have traveled into the mountains. It's possible some of my ancestors have, over the course of history. Who knows? They've seen that area. It probably just didn't look, so modern. Okay, I see what we got here with some writing here. So let me just go ahead and scroll around here. But yeah, let me see here. Shinra, I do not speak Japanese, unfortunately. I'm a fourth generation in the United States, so the language has been lost over time. Sun looks like it's to our southeast. So it looks like we are in the northern hemisphere, probably northern hemisphere. Okay, and let's see here. And it's been a while since you watched your streams. It has been around, Kumiko. It's good to see you. How you been doing, Kumiko? Welcome back. Yeah. And you're on that insurance ticket. It was just municipal court. Oh yeah, that's right, Hollow. That accident. Yeah. How are you feeling about that, by the way? Are things fully recovered? Yeah. You can't drive without insurance, Hollow. It's illegal. Yeah. And you like doing PE at school? Really, Turbo? I hated physical education. I hated doing PE in every single form of it. To me, just going into school and having to do PE was just like my least favorite class. But yeah, Mr. Reward, it's in the North Pole. Oh, fair enough. And everyone here is all about getting the most points, but the hardest is trying to get the lowest. Okay, Mr. Reporter, fair enough. And you gotta go, Turbo, sleep. Okay, see you later, Turbo. Have a good night. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate that. And it didn't like we were in any town, just some mountain road. Yeah, I try to usually find like the closest town to someone, but it's usually not easy. Okay, let's take a look what this says here. So this says Riverbed Realty, or Riverbed Realty. Sir Ducky, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream, Sir Ducky. How are you doing? Excuse me. So Riverbed Realty, Brian Nicholas, something 746 5464. Okay, so I think Riverbend, maybe that's the name of the town. It's possible. Oh, here might be a clue. This might be a clue on the, I just saw this. I didn't see this right now. This might be a clue on the country. If you guys can, it's possible. I mean, it's possible that this might not be a good clue, but it could be like a false flag. But I definitely think this might be the idea here. And can you show that poster thing on the grass? Yes, sorry, someone. Phil, guys, I will zoom in and just give me what you guys want me to look at specifically. Hey, Bad at GeoGuessr, good to see you. Welcome to the stream, Bad at GeoGuessr. How is life going for you? So I think this gives you the country, and then exactly where we are. I'm not entirely sure there's anything other than like maybe this is like the name of like the town. Possibly, it's possible that's not. And I don't think there's any other identifying features. It looks like they have a nice little basketball hoop over here. Oh, here's a pretty clear license plate. Wow, it's usually they blur out this license plate, and it's partially blurred, but it's mostly like there. Now, I don't know if license plates differ from region to region in this country, and therefore I don't necessarily recognize it. But if you recognize it, it might give you a big clue on where you might be at. But yeah, that was so yeah. So the question, of course, has been like let me answer the question. Question of the day being, do you prefer the aisle, the middle seat, or the window seat? Why and why? Why do you prefer it? Okay, I prefer the window seat. Oh, by the way, guys, cars drive on the right side of the road. In case you didn't recognize that big clue, cars drive on the right. And the reason why I prefer the window seat is that I often fall asleep on planes. I sleep on planes a significant amount. And because of that, it's a lot easier to sleep against the window than, in the aisle or in the middle. I definitely prefer it that way. Okay. But yeah. So, but that's a big clue, guys. It'll help you get what you need to know and figure out where this might be. I feel like I'm going to go and guess this country right here. But it's possible that that's just not correct here. Looks like it, though. Looks like it. I guess one of the things that I can judge here is, like, if I were to judge where this neighborhood might be in my own country, and then use that as corresponding geography, would that help? Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. Wow, it's pretty far north, though. You can see by all these trees here, you can see how there's like what's it called? Conifers? No, I don't know if it's conifers. Evergreens? Yeah, evergreen trees. There's definitely a presence here, but not as many as you'd think. So maybe we're not too far north, just a decently far north. Now, you could have had a plane journey when your parents and brother went on a trip to Bulgaria, but you're stuck with your exams. That does happen. Sometimes, that's how it is. You have to work on the exams. Is that why you live with? Is that why? Pardon me. Is that why you live with your grandmother? Someone because you're at university, right? So it's a lot easier to live with your grandmother and go to university from where you're at than from some other place. Okay. Why don't you guys get your guesses in within the next 30 seconds? We'll move on. Kumiko, do you have any pets? Do you have any pets? Cats, dogs, that sort of thing? I don't have any pets. Unfortunately, I'm allergic to cats. And so I do not have any pets whatsoever, which leads to a very sadness, because I very much would like a cat, but I'm just allergic to cats. I'm very much a cat person. This April, Miss Reporter, you're planning to do a domestic flight, but you may do it in the winter. Hopefully see some snow further south of Australia. Interesting. That'd be pretty cool. So Miss Reporter, does it snow in Australia? I did not think it snowed anywhere in Australia, but I could be wrong. I guess there are places like south of Australia, but I didn't realize that it gets any snow around here. Like barely, Miss Reporter. Hey, I mean, barely is better than none, right? And part of the reason, but the main reason you grew up with your grandma, so okay, someone. That's understandable. That's a reasonable reason. And Holly, your girlfriend was extremely allergic to cats, and now you have two. Your body gets used to it very quickly. Oh no. I mean, how allergic was she, Hollow? How allergic was your girlfriend? 5 seconds, get your guesses in, we'll move on. 5 seconds, okay? And she wanted them. I mean, sometimes it's like a forbidden fruit kind of thing, right? I'm allergic to cats, but I want them. Even though I know that it will be bad for me. Even though I will puff up, I will be miserable, I'll feel sick, but that doesn't mean I want a cat, right? A cute little furry kitty cat that I could just pet and love, kind of thing. I hopefully, hopefully the cat would want me to be loved. Otherwise, it'd be very sad, very tragic. Okay, I think this is Canada. I see that the Canadian flag right over here, so I think this is like Canada somewhere. Where in Canada? Well, I was kind of thinking about it. I don't think it's too far north, because I see a lot of these other kinds of trees other than evergreens, so I don't think it's too bad. But the architecture, it doesn't look like it's extremely old kind of architecture. It looks definitely more suburban. But I think the paneling on the sides is very interesting. You wouldn't necessarily see this kind of paneling on the west coast in California. I just don't know if that like translates over to like Vancouver. I would think paneling's a little bit more Midwest, so maybe like Winnipeg around there. Oh, wow, that is extremely close. Okay, everyone's in the Americas. So that's really good. It's just a matter of like, you know, it was the United States or Canada, and once we saw the flag, Canada was kind of the answer there. Mr. Reporter, here's in Texas. GeoGuessr in Kentucky. Wisconsin's a very good guess, Hollow. In fact, we got 3rd place. But apparently, we are in the province of Manitoba in Canada, south of Winnipeg. I see that someone, you also had the same idea, that you also thought it was kind of like a Winnipeg kind of look. I didn't know necessarily what Winnipeg looks like, but I did think it kind of look like a Midwest kind of look. And Winnipeg is like the closest city to the Midwest-ish. I mean, there's I guess a few others over here. But I feel like more around this area, you start getting more East Coast kind of vibes. But Winnipeg, you got a little bit closer to me. You chose directly Winnipeg, but we are actually in a town called Altona. So nothing related to that real estate company we saw, Riverbend or whatever. Altona, Canada. And we're just in this neighborhood, 2nd Street into 5th Avenue, 6th Avenue. There's a church to the south there, but we didn't see any church. I guess we have to go way past the intersection. And then just a bunch of houses. So yeah. Okay, pardon me guys. Let me clear my throat. Give me a second. Sorry about that, I had to clear my throat. So yeah, last time it snowed in Sydney was 1856, and here in Brisbane is 1946, a long time ago. Way before I was born. Probably way before most of you guys were born, or if not all of us. When the cat was in the same room, she would break out for the first 3 days. Jeez Louise, those are bad allergies. Yeah. This is your brain on geography. Australia, New Zealand equals snow rare. Canada equals snow everywhere. 100 feet deep. Sun, by the way, looks like it's to our southwest, west. So maybe we're in the north. Maybe we're in the north. Also, there is an antenna on this car. Nice job, Bad. Welcome. Congratulations on getting the country. Nice work. There's a large antenna on this car. There's a large antenna on the back of the car. Looks like they drive on the left side of the road. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know if I trust this. I don't know if I trust the sun, honestly. But it looks like they drive on the left, which is very interesting. Based on kind of what this looks like. This says Coolabah. That's what it says on the sign. Coolabah. Okay, and then they have these bollards. Oh, these bollards might give it away. Let's see, is there a better bollard depiction? No, these bollards only start over there. Okay, so these are the bollards, so that might be able to help you guys out. But yes, hello from Winnipeg, right, someone? And you picked Wisconsin because that's a real estate place. Is in a Eau Claire, Wisconsin. You've been scammed. Oh, okay, Hollow. The rip. How's your car, by the way, Hollow? How is your car? That's the gotta. That's is everything total? And the plates were from Manitoba, so you guess there's a big city there. Ah, someone. Good job recognizing the plates. I did not recognize the plates. And yeah, Sand, Australia. You didn't get to read the Coolabah sign. Sorry, Mr. Reporter. You know, feel free to take some time. But yeah, it's a Coolabah. There's a Coolabah sign. I assume, Mr. Reporter, that you recognize the word Coolabah. And you've been in Coolabah? Yeah. I feel like the sun may be once I start looking around and realize we're on the left side of the road, I feel like the sun was sort of a lie. I feel like the sun was sort of a lie. It's possible it's not. You know, I don't necessarily know exactly where I'm at, but I have a feeling. I have a feeling that, you know, this is kind of like the place. A nice little truck thing there. I don't know what this is. A mailbox? I don't know. And then, of course, I see a trash can. I wonder what they are doing here. Maybe that's just for farming. Could they be drilling for something? Who knows? Hey, Chummer, good to see you. Welcome to stream, Chummer. How's life been for you? Chummer, are you from Kerala, India? Are you from Kerala, India, or is that I think when we were last playing together, that was kind of mentioned, but I was not entirely sure about the context, so I just wanted to clarify with you. Yeah. And the sun is an artificial sun. Yeah, the sun is fake, guys. The sun isn't real. Ignore the sun. Chumar, I think that the clues here is that there's a big antenna on the car. We're driving on the left side of the road. Oh, you are from? Okay, cool. And the town here. The town here is Coolabah. Kulaba is, or rather the sign says Kulaba, so that might be a big thing. You could also kind of like look at the different kind of trees and such, and that might be like a kind of a big clue here. The sun landing was fake. Yeah, guys, I'd hate to break it to you, but if anyone tells you that we landed on the sun, you gotta shout fake news at them. You gotta shout fake news. We did not. I repeat, we did not land on the sun. Not by any means. There was no sun landing ever. Oh my gosh! Did you guys hear? Did you guys hear that that the Russian space agency, threatened to leave the American aboard the International Space Station when they brought their Soyuz back home, back to Russia with their Russian astronauts, right? The idea, generally speaking, that there's 3 astronauts scheduled to leave the International Space Station, 2 cosmonauts and 1 astronaut from NASA, of course. There was the Russian space agency head was very much, we're gonna leave the American behind kind of thing, or we're gonna detach the Russian portion of the space station and from the International Space Station. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I saw the video, which was it looked kind of cool at the same time, like pretty tragic, but kind of cool at the same time. And like I don't think that it's possible to like disconnect a space station like that, but who knows? I'm not a rocket scientist. I assume that the guy tweeting this is a rocket scientist, so who knows? But it would be bad for the International Space Station. I think it's due to be retired. By the way, guys, get your guesses in within the next 30 seconds, and we'll move on. I think the guy I think the International Space Station is due to be retired in a few years anyway, like 2024 or 2025. Something very soon, very shortly, which I think is very sad, it's very tragic, because the International Space Station has been around forever. We have Mr. But Russia 7 boats. Goodbye space station. Yeah, I think it's pretty secure. So they're gonna have to do a lot of efforts to disconnect it. I don't even know if they'd be allowed to, but I guess that's a possibility. The road angle. Wow, Chummer, have you figured this out? Okay, let me go ahead and get the Chummer. I know you like the old classic compass, so let me turn that on for you if you want the road angle. Okay, so yeah, unfortunately you can't have both of them, but here's the classic compass. Okay, so this is me looking down straight down the road there for you, Chummer. Okay, so it's kind of looking a little bit northeast, looking down the road over here. Okay, actually let me just look down this, like towards the left side, because I know we're on the left side of the road. Yeah, and you're just gonna fall to Earth. Yeah, Hollow, it's gonna be very sad about the space station. Hello, Maze, it's good to see you. I mean, no, Maze, I'm actually, technically I'm late. I've been streaming for about 30 minutes now because I was 30 minutes late. But how are you doing, Maze? Welcome to the stream. How's life going for you? And this guy's falling away to the International Space Station. Chummer, let me look in the other direction here. Let me go in the other direction for you. So this is looking back where we came from. So this is like where we far from. And this is looking to the southwest. So there is that. But yeah. It's good to see you. It's currently 1 o'clock for me now, Maze. It's currently 1 o'clock in the morning. And Hollow, did you hear that they sent it past the bill to make daylight savings times permanent? Oh wow, that's pretty cool. I did hear that though. I know that they have, and since we have 2 houses, a bicameral legislature, we have to have it passed in the House and the Senate. So we have to let the House figure things out. But it was passed unanimously in the Senate, so it's not like there's like politics like involved. I think it's gonna pass in the House, and finally we'll just get rid of this stupid thing. So Maze. The answer is what Hollow is saying is daylight savings time, right? In America, I don't know if this is what you do, but in America, we shift our clocks ahead and back an hour each, at certain points throughout the year. Well, this last Sunday was when we went into daylight savings time. So we shifted our entire clock forward an hour. So while it's 1 o'clock for me, right now, to you, it might be the same time for you. And of course, the dumb thing is, not everyone shifts their clock around the world at the same time. And the United Kingdom and the United States do not shift their clocks at the exact same time. Oh my gosh, I better tell Megan. Megan is gonna get so confused. She's gonna think she's gonna be an hour late. Oh, I better tell her right now because I don't think she shifted her clock. Oh man, it's one of those weird things where so that's the reason why you think I'm early. It's because I'm not early. I'm just late. It's just a matter of that the clock is a little bit different here for here us in the United States. So yeah. So anyway, Chummer, let me go ahead and give you Chummer. Let's here are the cardinal directions here. So this is directly south. This is directly south. Okay. and oh, you figured it out, Chummer. Ooh, 1.7 kilometers. Nice work. I'm going to put the compass back on. Okay, so that's been I just kind of waiting there for Chummer, so let me just go ahead and close this. Okay, I think Australia. I'm thinking Australia. Drives on the left, pretty dry. I don't think this is South Africa. One, this is a Generation 3 car, which is very unusual in South Africa. Two, I don't think these are African trees. I think these are more Australian trees. So I'm thinking Australia. I don't know where though in Australia, so I'll just guess there. A little bit to the northwest, but I got the right location, so there it goes. Sorry, Mr. Reporter, we are not in Colombia, although I think you figured out where we were a little bit eventually. Hollow and myself were in the south east portion of Australia, excuse me. And the top three are someone, bad, and Chummer, who got extremely close by the 1.7. I guess you must have figured out where like the Chummer kind of area was. And then you were just oh, you figured out the freeway we're on, and that's where you're trying to figure out where on the freeway you're located. This is a very close area right there. Oh my gosh. Coolibah, that's what you're looking for. Man, you got extremely close there, Chummer. Wow, the one freeway, Victoria. You were just a little bit off. 1.7 kilometers, 5 points away. That's really amazing. That's really solid. Yeah, we're a little bit west of Gregory, and then here's the Coolibah Road that we were kind of everyone saw kind of going off to the side there. Coolibah. So yeah, there's that. Nice work. Okay. So yeah, politicians deciding daylight savings time. I am the Senate. I mean, they are the Senate, so that does happen. But yes. And the whole clock changing thing is dumb. Yeah, I agree. I'm glad they figure things out there, so we don't have to change the clock all the time. It's really crazy. You're gonna feel bad for the kiddies in the fall. It'll be tough, but we'll figure things out. Sun is to the southeast. Sun's to the southeast, but there. And you do change too, but why do you guys have to be weird about changing at a different time than everybody else? When do you change your clocks, Maze? Is it next week? I think in the United Kingdom they change it a week or two later than everyone else. But yeah. And Australia, half the country doesn't, so they don't do DST. Well, that's interesting. That's gonna get confused, really, everyone. And when does anyone in America do things sensical? That's pretty interesting. And Maze, you're America-phobic. Oh my gosh, Maze. Maze, don't you wanna visit me in the United States? You know, say hello. You know, I could show you all the cool things about the country. So it says CSON something here, or SOM some or something 30. That might give you the clue on the language. It's a red building, so that's pretty cool. And Teslas are starting to take over Australia. Every 10, 20 cars you see are now Teslas. So there's like Teslas. Before Teslas was saying once like a blue moon. Fair enough. And you thought it was referring to the tree hollow? Oh no. Yeah, I'm not sure what this is. I'm looking for a sign, but I don't really see anything. I don't see any flags, signs, bollards. Who knows? It's kind of a tricky kind of location. And Miss Reporter, you don't change your clock, but Sydney does, even though it's basically directly south. That's very weird, Miss Reporter. That's very weird, even though it's like directly south. And hey, Phoenix, how are you doing? How's life going for you, Phoenix? Is that supposed to be like an X-Men reference? The X-Men are pretty cool. Do you guys have a favorite X-Men? Like a X-Men character? You know, like Wolverine, Professor X, Rogue, you know, which any of those you like prefer, you guys like? Night King, it's good to see you. Welcome to Night King. How's life going for you? And you generally don't want to go to America? Really, Maze? What about just to visit me? We could go to Disneyland together, Maze. Disneyland. You know, that's always fun. And you don't know, change it, it's the same as Dan's in the UK. So maybe in a week, this weekend, or maybe next weekend kind of thing. I don't know why we change it differently, but it does throw everyone off. And so I'm noticing that there's that the streams might be slightly shifted for those that are in the United Kingdom versus for us in America. That everyone shifted a little bit hour compared to each other, and so this is a very unique week for everyone for streams. Because you're going to see a lot of streamers at the same time that they usually aren't. Yeah, the card doesn't give me anything. I don't see anything in here that gives me any clues. So, Mystery Reporter, you like Professor X. You like the irony that he can move anything with his mind but his legs. But I don't think... Is Professor X telekinetic? I thought he was only telepathic. I didn't think he had telekinesis. Although I could be wrong. I know that Jean Grey, she's telekinetic. She can move things with her mind, and she also is telepathic a bit. She's pretty strong apparently. But I know Professor X is extremely telepathic, like one of the strongest telepaths in the world. This is a Gen 2 camera. I have no idea where we're at, honestly. So yeah, if there's anything you want me to look at, let me know. Oh, Fidetti! Good to see you, my friend. It's been a long time. How are you doing? Well, it's been a long time since I've seen you on stream. I think I've seen you before. How are you doing? Have you had any good cashews and sugar lately? Cashews and sugar. But yeah, welcome to the stream, Fidetti. How's life going for you? But yeah, it's good to see you. Yeah, if you guys want to go ahead, get your guesses in within the next 30 seconds, and then we'll move on. But yeah, and you want to make you think you want to be in a place like Disneyland, really? You know what, Maze? We could go to a farm. How about that, Maze? We'll visit a farm. I don't know any farmers, but we can find a farm and we could go pet their chickens or something. We'll go to we'll pet people some guy's random chickens. How about that, Maze? Instead of going to Disneyland, we'll go to a chicken farm. You thought I heard he's telekinetic? I have no idea, Mr. Reporter. I don't watch a lot of X-Men. I do think Professor X is pretty cool. I don't know if he's my favorite, though. I don't know if he's my favorite. And you're doing good for that. Your flight got delayed, so you're here another month and a half. You're still there for another month and a half because your flight got delayed? Jeez, for that. You're just stuck there. Well, I guess that's more pictures for us. Remember, you're taking pictures. We want to see them. Do I like horror games? No, not really. But I do like watching people play horror games, specifically Five Nights at Freddy's. Do you guys like Five Nights at Freddy's? I like watching what's his name, Markiplier, play Five Nights at Freddy's, but I also like watching my friends play Five Nights at Freddy's. It's pretty funny. And when I say friends, I mean like people who are also fellow streamers, that sort of thing, because they're streaming Five Nights at Freddy's, you know, all the different iterations, and they're getting freaked out and scared, but it's fun watching them. Okay, 5 seconds, get your guess in, we'll move on. I really just don't have no idea where we're at. But yeah. But yes, and create a cult there. You want to create a cult on a chicken farm? Don't create a cult on a random person's chicken farm just because we're petting the chickens. Like they're just letting us pet the chickens, and you're gonna create a cult there? Jeez Louise. Financial compensation for that? Oh no. You used to be a Five Nights at Freddy geek. How much of a geek were you, Mr. Reporter? How much of a geek were you? Sheriff, it's good to see you. First off, welcome to the stream. Second off, don't worry, Sheriff. No one here is doing anything illegal. Okay. Sheriff, let me just go ahead and let you look around really quick. I'll let you get your guests in very quickly, and then you can move in. But yeah. How's it going, Venti? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. By the way, Sheriff, the sun is to the southeast, so I think we're in the northern hemisphere. There is a sign here with some writing on there. Okay, Sheriff, you got your guests in. Excellent. Okay. Let me just close that in here. Noted. Thank you very much, Sheriff. I do appreciate that. I have no idea where we're at. I'm thinking some Nordic country, like Sweden, maybe. But only because I think of Red Building. And it's like reading Red Building, like, oh, you know, that's Nordic. But I'm leaning Europe. Norway. Hey, at least I'm in the right region, so that's not bad. We got Bad, you're in Canada. Sorry about that, Bad. Mr. Reporter, you chose, what country choose? North Macedonia? Fair enough. We got Sheriff, you chose Antarctica. Sorry, Sheriff, we're in a cold country, but not quite that cold. And then the right country is Norway. I'm in Sweden. I got 3rd place. But we got Chummer, next word Chummer, someone, and Hollow. Congratulations, Hollow. You got 1st place. You got 1st place in this map here. We're in a town called Tonstad. We're across the river Sira on this side. There's the gas station that we saw. Ooh, there's another bridge. And then this is kind of the neighborhood they were in. It was kind of tricky. This must be the Red Building. But I didn't quite figure out where we are. But Norway. We're in Norway. The gas station only operates in 2 countries, and Baller told you the rest. Dang, Hollow. That's really impressive. Okay. So let me catch up with chat here. Okay. And yeah, you bought Five Nights at Freddy's one that gives you nostalgia today. Fair enough. Most airlines have policies regarding financial compensation for delayed flights. Oh yeah, that's fair enough. The sun looks like it's over here. That looks like it's to like the west, southwest. but it's kind of blurry. This definitely looks like a Gen 2 camera. Gen 2 camera, so you're not going to get much detail. Wow, and we're just kind of in the middle of nowhere, so you might just get no detail. A Gen 2 camera, and there's a bunch of fields, and everything. You just random guess. Appreciate that, Sheriff. And you legit bought 7 plushies, Mr. Reporter, and all the games on all devices on Five Nights at Freddy's. And you play Five Nights at Freddy's from 3 to 9 p.m. 6 hours of Five Nights at Freddy's? Jeez Louise. Did you play Security Breach? Did you play Security Breach, Mr. Reporter? Yeah. Venti, do you have any pets? Do you have any pets, guys? Just kind of curious, you know, how you, what pets do you might have? Cats, dogs? And you don't mind a bit more time? It's nice here. Fair. I mean, well, sounds good for if you're having fun. You're having fun. And Hollow, the gas station only. Yeah, that's what I read already. Okay. If there's anything you guys want me to zoom in on in particular, let me know because it's very tricky. And you don't have a yard, so refrain from pets for now. For very understandable. Guys, I gotta admit. I had trouble sleeping last night. I guess based on my current time, it's the night before last, but or maybe it's the morning before last. Anyway, I had trouble sleeping last night, and the reason is that I started watching some horror videos. Which I recommend. It was not a good idea. Have you guys ever heard of backrooms? Have you ever heard of backrooms? Well, backrooms are apparently infinite space. At least that's the way I could describe it, right? Where there's like infinite hallways, infinite. It's like think of a convention center, but it just never ends, right? There's always another hallway. There's always another room. It expands on forever and ever and ever, and it looks like it repeats, but you don't know if it does or not for sure. That's what backrooms is. It's kind of an SCP kind of idea. Very horrific. Well, I started watching these videos from a YouTuber. Let's see if I can find what YouTuber I was looking at. Let's see. Let's look at my history. A YouTuber named Kane Pixels. If you don't like horror, if you guys don't like horror, do not click this link. But that's the YouTube for the backroom stuff that I was watching, and I watched it before I went to sleep, and I couldn't sleep. It was I don't know. It wasn't like my mind was focused on it, but it did kind of drift back to it every now and again, and maybe I would just like kind of like tense. You know, it's like kind of like a fear, fright response. So yeah. So Kane Pixels. Hey, Rose, it's good to see you, Rose. Welcome back again. Oh my gosh, Rose. You're rarely do I see people for both streams. How are you doing today, Rose? You don't really enjoy horror movies? Don't click that link, Sheriff. Do not click that link. You will regret it. Do not click that link. Yeah, it happens. Zooming on the land on the northeast. Absolutely, Sheriff. Happy to oblige. Let's see here. Land to the northeast. Let me zoom in here. Does that help you, Sheriff? Let me know if I need to grow a little bit left or right, so that happens. And if you look at the color plants, you can see they're green, but it's too green. The powers are making the plants turn living animals. I'm not sure about that, Mr. Reporter. It seems kind of sus. And you gotta find out Freddy's before a security breach and help wanted. Okay, Mr. Reporter. Do you like SCP stuff or other kind of horror stuff, Mr. Reporter? And yeah, you can't sleep because of backrooms. You binged it once. The levels are very intriguing. It's an interesting kind of idea, but yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. And backrooms are terrifying, Mr. Reporter. You literally had a recurring nightmare for like a week of being in there with the inability to speak or breathe. And your reflection was distorted and came out of the mirror. Oh, wow, Mr. Reporter. Yeah, that's an intense dream. That must have been horrific because you remember it. I don't usually remember my dreams. A few I do remember, but the ones I remember the most vividly, the ones that I remember the most like clearly are the ones that freaked me out, my nightmares. My nightmares I remember, which is very sad because of all the dreams I remember. It's my nightmares I remember, the ones I want to forget. So unfortunately, that's kind of what I live with exactly. So it's pretty crazy. You also don't like horror games, Rose? Don't click on that link I linked. Don't click on that link. Just never look at it. Yeah. And you want to visit the back rooms? Yeah, that's pretty crazy. You thought it was water, but never mind. Ah, yeah, sorry about that, Jeff. And you love SCP Containment Breach when it first released, Mr. Reporter? It's such an insane game. It was interesting. I played a little bit of it. It's an interesting concept. Freaky a little bit, but I love the PvP mode. The PvP mode is pretty funny. But yeah. And SCP is actually amazing whether you like it or not. Just to get a bunch of people coming with cryptids and backstories. Yeah, that's true. The wiki, oh, it's full of things. The IKEA SCP freaks me out. Get your guesses in within the next 30 seconds and then we'll move on. But yeah, I just know. SP's crazy, crazy, crazy. It was creepy. And Ferrari, there's a really long hallway where you live, and you remember the person with a huge smile and eyes popped out, and they walked across the hallway and stared at you. That was a crazy nightmare. That's a crazy nightmare, Ferrari. Luckily, I never had a nightmare about backrooms. Of course, I never really knew about backrooms until recently. So no nightmares on backrooms. I have had nightmares about when I was younger, where my toys came and attacked me. It's a very Toy Story-esque kind of story, where all my toys came to life and they just started like going after me, and I had to fight them off. Freaky stuff for a little kid. Freaky for a little kid. Once I was in a haunted mansion. That was a weird dream, actually, because I've had that nightmare 3 times, but in each of those 3 times, it's not the exact same nightmare. It's almost like a story, and every time I dream of that nightmare, I proceed a little bit further into the story, So it's almost like it's a progressing nightmare where things just kind of slowly get worse and worse, or better and better, or weirder and weirder, that sort of thing. I don't think I'll ever get another segment of that nightmare series, because now that I'm older, it doesn't quite shock me or scare me as much as it used to. Before, it scared me a lot, but as I've had time to like kind of grow and digest it, it doesn't scare me as much. So it's probably not in my brain often enough for it to like kind of reoccur and see what happens in the nightmare. I may have even had a 4th episode of that nightmare series, and I just don't remember it because it wasn't scary enough for me to remember. Very difficult. Infinite Key is real in Denmark. You heard that from your Danish friend? You haven't heard from him since he went to get furniture there? Oh no. And if you ever had to go into an IKEA, you're dragging rope through the store with you so you can find your way out, Hollow? Fair enough. 5 seconds, get your guess in, we'll move on. And a TV series of the dream version of Netflix? Interesting. What's the name of the TV series? Mr. Report, if you don't mind me asking. But yeah, nightmares, freaky stuff. Backrooms, freaky stuff. Don't watch it before going to sleep. You won't be able to sleep. My poor heart. So I'm a little bit tired. Just a little bit tired. But yeah. I have no idea where we're at. I'm just gonna guess somewhere in the middle of nowhere. I hope that you guys figure out where we're at, because I'm lost. We could be in some country. I'm going to guess sun. What did I say the sun was? I'm gonna guess we're in the north. I'm gonna guess we're in Europe. Maybe like in Germany. Yeah, let's get somewhere in Germany. It's a reasonable guess. Okay. Well, in Europe at least. We're only Europe, okay? Okay, everyone's in the right region, so that's pretty good. So 5, Hollow and someone, you both guessed Spain. Europe, you guys got Europe. I'm in Germany. The second place is Sheriff in Slovenia. Nice work, Sheriff. That's a pretty close. And the person that actually figured out where we're at, our smart friend Chummer, who's a very, very clever person and knew where we were at, from India. You figured out that we were in Greece. So nice work, Chummer. Good to see you. We're actually outside a city called Damasi by the Titarisios Road, and then there's a horse stable over here. So that's pretty cool. That's a river, Titarisios River. The Epar o Damasio Kato Socheru Road something. I don't know. Okay. So congratulations to someone. You got first place. You get the gold medal at 18,900 points. Hey, Tommy, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream, Tommy. How's life going for you? Welcome. I got silver at 16,700 points. Chummer, you got the bronze and a streak of 3. Nice work at 13,300 points and out of 3 maps. So you got it 3 out of 3. 5 out of 5. That's pretty good. 3 out of 3. So nice work, guys. And Holly, you get the honorable mention, 10,100 points. You guys did all fantastic work, and I think we did excellent figuring things out. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do this again. We're doing Diverse World again. I hope you guys are ready for some more Diverse World. We do like the Diverse World here, and we'll just kind of see where we're at. All these different locations. So let's see. Good luck and see where we're all at. Get started. Tommy, just feel free to join us whenever. You already know how to do Chatguessr. Okay, interesting. The top level of backrooms is level 9 something. At the top, you believe it's the Shady Gray. Jeez Louise. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Sun looks like it's to our here. It looks like this is where the sun is, and that looks like the south, southwest. So maybe northern hemisphere. I do see a bollard here, though. You see this bollard? This bollard might be a big clue on what we might be here. Chummy, you already figured out the country. That's pretty good. It also looks like it says 55 meters, so it looks like they use the metric system. So that's interesting. And this looks like a Gen 2 camera. Oh wait, no, maybe this is a Gen 3 camera? This is a Gen 3 camera. It looked Gen 2, but it's a Gen 3 camera. So that's interesting. So Gen 3 camera, they have bollards. Very, wow, this is a very tall building. It almost looks like a lodge. It has 1, 2, 3 levels. 3 levels. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool in my opinion. What are those? Are those animals? Ooh, some moo cows. Moo cows it looks like. So some sort of farmland. And then I guess these bollards, and I think these bollards are the biggest clues. There's a stop sign here, but who knows exactly where we might be. If there's anything you want me to look at in particular, let me know. But I think the bollards are the clue here. I think the balls are the clue. But yeah. And you got lots of places that look like the backrooms ones. You think it's one of those PRL building? What's a PRL building? Maze, if you don't mind me asking what it stands for. But it was empty, but still running because it's technically still being used by some company, but empty. Oh, jeez. That must have been freaky, Maze. Were you scared? And backrooms levels are really nice. Ferry, you can either go up or down. And levels go on for billions of kilometers and can't be identified as infinite yet. Jeez Louise, Ferrari, that is just so messed up. Oh, and you're talking about the Dream Reporter. You get watching new episodes that release. Oh, yeah, fair enough. That's what you're explaining. Okay, Mr. Reporter. That's understandable. But yeah, it's a dream version of Netflix. That's what you meant. Ah, okay. Yeah. And you were small and confused, and it's so probably only a few rooms and corridors, but you kept going back and looping around. Yeah, and it'll seem infinite. Completely understandable. Uno, it's good to see you person for a first class seat. So you don't have to sit next to anyone. Well, it depends on the plane, Unox, right? In some first classes, you know, you are sitting next to someone. So it's either a window or an aisle seat. But it is very nice. A first class seat, they look comfortable. I've never flown first class. Or have I? No, I don't think I have. Say the Snail, thank you very much for follow, Snail. It's good to see you. Welcome. I think I have upgraded to a slightly, like, second class seat or whatever they call it. But, Dino, good to see you. Oh, sorry, Dino. How you doing, Dino? Welcome. And Sainada, hello there. How's life going for you? Welcome to the stream, guys. How you guys been? Okay. And you're back, Fenty. It's good to see you. But yeah, you got a Ferrari? Fair enough. Let me just go ahead and scroll around for you guys so you guys would show you what's going on as you join this game here. I think there really isn't many clues. You got the architecture over here, but I think the bollards are the biggest clue, and probably maybe the position of the sun. But yeah, I appreciate the follows. How you guys doing? Welcome. But this baller I think is a big clue, and the sun is right about here, I feel, to the southwest, so I think that's kind of the big thing. Why don't you guys get your guesses in within the next 30 seconds and we'll move on. But yeah, and everyone's coming from Pando's stream. Oh, our good friend Pando, a very awesome person. How you guys been doing? I haven't seen his streams in a while, but we usually streams at a time that doesn't work out well for me, so that happens. Hello, John Harvey, good to see you. Welcome to the stream. How you guys doing? Welcome everybody. It's you guys know the rules of the game, so I'm not going to explain it, but yeah. And you just want to wait for VR to be fully completed and make a detailed version of Backrooms where you can see figures in your peripheral vision. That's horror. That's horrific. If you saw things in your peripheral vision, but every time you try to focus on it, they disappear. Yeah, but that's nightmare. That's nightmare feel right there. And Ferry, you had one of those experiences before, one of those double buildings with doors looping back around, so you're scared, and it seems so big you're lost. Yeah, fair enough. 5 seconds, get your guesses in 5 seconds, and then we'll move on to round two. I think it's the bollards. I can't remember exactly where I've seen these before, but I think that happens. You think it's like, Venti? You never know. And you rely on the sun a lot? I think a lot of people rely on the sun. That's how it works. Okay, let's see where we're at. I'm just go ahead and Unox, you want to get your guess in? Absolutely, Unox. Feel free to get your guess in. I don't want to hold you up. John Harvey Kellogg, are you a train enthusiast? Do you like trains? Just kind of curious there. And Unox, how are you doing, my friend? You're a Geo genius. Jeep, it's good to see you. Welcome, Jeep. And yeah, I hope you guys are doing okay. How does the sun work? So Snail, basically the sun Jeez Louise, you just got your guess in right away, and you figured out the sun is so if the sun generally kind of is along the equator. That's not necessarily the case because the Earth does tilt and then tilts back and forth. Not extreme amounts, but it does wobble. So the sun isn't exactly closest to the equator. So if you're on the northern hemisphere, right, if you're on the northern side of the globe, the sun is generally speaking to your south. You know, wherever you are. And if you're on the southern portion of the globe, the sun is to your north. However, if you get a little bit closer to the equator, and depending just on where the sun has wobbled, it might not necessarily be accurate. It also depends on the accuracy of like the camera, because the sun isn't clearly depicted. Like for us as humans, right, we can kind of see where the sun is. Even if we're not looking directly at the sun, we can know where it is. But the camera has to blur it out. So this is a blurred picture of the sun. And so it's not necessary. You don't have an exact picture of where it might be, but you have a general idea. By the way, I have no idea where we're at. I'm thinking Germany again, or at least maybe like Austria. It's kind of a flat. Maybe like the flat portion of Austria or something. Maybe Czech. Who knows? Or Switzerland. Yeah, Switzerland would have been good. I thought it was too. I thought it was. I guess I didn't think. I think Switzerland was. I think Switzerland's pretty mountainous, but I guess I never considered it. Okay, do apologize, Snail. It is not Honolulu, Hawaii, but Hawaii is a pretty fun place. Have you been to Hawaii, Snail? I think I've been to Hawaii. It's cute. It's great. It's a good vacation spot. Mr. Reporter, you're in Canada. Okay, we got Ferrari is in the United Kingdom, but you're in the right continent, so that's so good. We got Sheriff and Tommy here in Latvia, and then I'm in Austria, and everyone else sort of kind of clustered in the right area. You're close, G, but you're in Italy. So those of you who thought it was Switzerland, nice work. You guys are absolutely correct. We got Chummer, all the smart people here, right? A lot of smart people. Chummer, Sainada, Diono, and Unox. Nice work, guys. Unox, you got it pretty close. We're in a little east of a town called Rain, Switzerland. Along the Ron River. The river's named Ron. That's pretty cool. If your name isn't Ron, you know you have a river named after you, or maybe you're named after the river. Along the Rheinstrasse Road, there is a shopping center thing over here to the south. Fair enough. It was low cam and not Gen 3. Oh, Chummer, thank you so much. I did not realize that there's low cam in Switzerland. Okay, fair enough. Appreciate you correcting me, Chummer. That's the only way I'm going to learn how to play this game, guys. The only way I'm going to learn how to play this game is if you guys, you know, if people tell me what I'm doing wrong, right? Or I mean, because otherwise I'm just going to be dumb. The sun is like over here to the east, maybe southeast. So I wouldn't rely on it, but I think the sun is definitely in this kind of direction. It's very tricky. Maybe to the northeast. Yeah, it's just really tricky. Here's a sign though. Farm vehicles only, véhicules de fermes sur les ments. Okay, so it's in two languages, English and some other language. Farm vehicles only, véhicules de fermes sur les ments. Okay, so that's that might be a very good clue. There is a red building with some cars over here. Ooh, and a train track. We're not even playing a railroad map, but apparently there's a railroad over there. So that's pretty neat. A nice little house. I don't see any flags or anything. That's an interesting. I wonder if that's supposed to be a monument. Another house over here. And yeah, let's take a look at the Google car. No antenna. It's a pretty standard car. I think that the sign might be the biggest clue here. The sign might be on the biggest clue. So good luck on that. But yes, let's see. Let me just catch you a chat here. And I'm just kind of curious. Well, the question, the crazy answer, John, the question was, are you a train enthusiast? Are you a train enthusiast? The bro's definitely a train enthusiast. Thank you, Snail, for letting me know that. You delayed Unox, fair enough. The sun can be really unreliable. Absolutely. Yeah, that's really weird that the sun can be just like all over the place. Yeah, that's just crazy. And yeah, you have to use the landscape. I think Unox is correct. You have no idea how to explain what you mean by PRL, but to be honest, you just have to do a lot of explaining of different things. Okay, Mace, no worries. If you don't want to do that's fine. It's a Polish thing. Yeah, you know what? Polish be doing the Polish things, right? Everyone loves Poland. Okay. And yeah, I know Radix. Yeah, he's a cool guy. We rated him. We rated Radix the other day, and that's how I met Radix. And so we gave him a little bit of love there. And you have been in Hawaii. Ooh, what did you think of Hawaii, Snail? What do you think of Hawaii, Snail? You love to go to Hawaii, Unox? Someday. Ooh, someday. You'd be in Hawaii. Some of you guys are figuring out this country pretty quickly. That's pretty amazing. I don't know, Mr. Reporter. Maybe GeoGuessr just never died. You never think about that? There's a lot of dedicated people in the community. A lot of dedicated people. You prefer an IOC Diono because it's easy for you to go to the bathroom? Fair enough. I know that a lot of people prefer that. I think I've heard that before. Your bladder is tiny? Oh. That's, you know, I think that's a very understandable reason, Diono. My sister has a very similar kind of idea, I think, in my opinion. So that works out. I prefer the window seat on the plane because I fall asleep a lot. So it's a lot easier to fall asleep against the window, especially since nobody needs to get past you to use the restroom or anything. So nobody says, like, you know, wake me up or get up because I'm already on the far seat. I basically sleep like the entire plane ride usually. Yeah, and I'll see for a leg and no room, no kicks. No Snail. And you also have long legs, Unox, so you're aisle all the way. Yeah, I'm a very short person. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm a very short person. So to me, there's always room on a plane, right? Even on like the regular, like these small planes, like there's always room because I'm such a short person that like even you know, behind like a small seat, I could stretch out a bit and it's fine. It works out. But yeah, extra row seat above anything. Why an extra row seat, Unox? Why an extra row seat? Oh, because you get more leg room? Understandable. Okay. You've never been on a plane, Maze? Fair enough. And you love seeing railroads on a diverse world. You always try to follow them until you see a train. Oh, that's really cool, John. I like that a lot. Guys, get your guesses in within the next 30 seconds and we'll move on. Okay. And hey, Ash, it's good to see you. Welcome to the stream, Ash. Hello. How's life been for you? And Diono, you're going to be streaming? Oh, that's pretty cool. Let's get a shout out for our friend Diono, who's going to be streaming. You know, if that's okay, you know. And they're going to be next week, apparently. And so, when school ends. That's pretty cool, Diono. Are you going to be streaming GeoGuessr? Are you going to be streaming Chatguessr? People do like the GeoGuessr. And yeah, Harvey, there's a lot of place in Croatia where you don't even have to move because you're already on the railroad. Fair enough. And oh, congratulations on your master, Diono. What are you going to get a master's in? That's really exciting. That sounds like a fun times. And you're short too, John. It's a tough life for short kings. Hashtag short gang. Yeah. If you're going to that farm, you need to wear heels. Oh, okay, Maze. Interesting. But yes. And well, I don't know why are you telling me? Why are you saying we need to wear heels, Maze? Exactly. What's the reasoning behind that? I don't quite understand. Okay. Okay. Let's see. So 5 seconds. Get your guess in. We'll move on. Okay. And yeah, you were a Geo streamer, but you took like a 6-month break because you burnt out. Oh, okay. Understandable. I'm glad. You know what? It's nice. It's nice to meet a fellow GeoGuessr streamer. Everyone. We love this game. It's always good to support each other. Sorry that you got burnt out. That's completely understandable. But getting a master's in data analytics, yeah, that would probably cause you to probably have like a lot of time you just wouldn't, you know, focused on. But congratulations on getting your master's, Diono. That's so, I'm so happy for you. You're graduating. Nice work, nice job. Thumbs up. Okay, I have no idea where we're at, by the way. I don't even know what language this is. I think it's like Spanish, maybe. So could we be in Spain? It's French. It's French. We have a couple of French Canadians. That do visit us every now and again. They would be very disappointed in me. They're very disappointed in me. Let me save this location. So I can show my friend French Roast. She's the French Canadian. She actually streams this game. That's the location for anyone who wants to know it. I'm gonna save that location because she's gonna be like, Kevin, I can't believe you couldn't figure this out. Look, I don't recognize French. I'll recognize French. Apparently, it's French. Okay, it's Canada. Okay, so where we are here, we got Cypher's in Latvia. A couple of us in Spain. Tommy and myself. We both thought it was maybe Spanish. Tommy, couldn't understandable. But you guys figured out it's French and English. Therefore, French Canada. And then you guys chose kind of this region. Very reasonable. Very reasonable. Okay, what we got here? We got Mystery Porter over here to the left. We got Chummer on the right, on the east and west. And then the top three are Unox, Jeep, and Diono. Nice job. Wow, we're right on the border here. Oh, this is a... We're by Frenchville. We're by Frenchville. Oh, that's pretty funny. Or rather, we're by Saint Hilaire. That's the Canadian version along the St. John River. This is the Rue de la Pointe, Laundry Street, and then we're not necessarily near any border crossing. It looks like there's no bridges that go around here, although there are some islands in the middle of this river. But you could probably see the other side, the United States side from Canada, French Canada. You guys are pretty smart. Yeah. So you guys figured things out. Nice work, guys. Okay. Oh, wow. I don't know if you guys are good at recognizing flags, but this might be a big clue here. And this might be a big clue on where we might be, okay? But so I'll come back to this. Let me scroll around, but I just want you guys to take a good look here on what this is, and then I'll scroll around here. So there's a very interesting kind of look here. We got some writing on this wall. Okay, so that'll be tricky. Maybe I can find a little bit better example of that. Let's see here. More flags over here. It's a school, I think. Yeah, it's a little school. You get a little playground I see there. That's cool, and it's shaded playground. Oh, here's some writing. So this might be able to give you a kind of like the writing system. You know, if you want me to look at the flag, let me know. But here's the writing system for you guys. Okay. So yeah, and Gamer Max, hello Max, welcome to stream. Twitch, but Twitter is Twitcher, the Witcher. How you doing, Gamer Max? Welcome to the stream. How's life going for you? Good to see you. And you don't want to look down on you. What if you trip and crush you like a bug? Wow, Maze. Wow. Saying I'm short, so I have to wear high heels to. Why don't stilts, Maze? How about I wear stilts instead? Yeah, then I'll be even taller. And May shouting out French rose. Oh, that's nice. Sul means alone, and Sulemente was only on the sign, so only and kind of means lonely or alone. So related to with French, hey, as long as you're able to figure out the language misreported, that's fair. So I think the biggest clues, guys, this flag, or flags, these flags right over here. I think those are the biggest clues, and then this writing. Actually, there's a better writing over here. This is must be the name of the school. So maybe that's a better example. It's much more clearer, it's bigger, it's bolder. So that might be a better way of being able to read here. And finally, a flag round, John. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this is kind of how this kind of works here. Yeah, Chum, I can't believe you spoiled. Naughty, tisk tisk. We're going to have to wash your mouth out with soap. No, that's for cussing. What's another punishment people do? We're going to have to stone you. Nope, that seems a little extreme. We need to like tone it back. We're going to I have no idea. We're going to take away your shoes. That's what we're going to do, Chummer. I don't know if that's like a punishment, but it'll be pretty inconvenient to walk around, without any shoes. You might have another pair of shoes, but we're taking your shoes away. I'm sure people steal shoes, but it's such a weird thing. It's not the first thing I think of when taking someone's stuff away, right? If you rob someone, you steal someone their wallet, their phone, their keys. You wouldn't steal their shoes. Yeah. But yes, and washing mouth actually led to soap poisoning. Really, Faye? I did not know that soap poisoning was a thing. I wonder what she's looking at. There must be something in the holes here. You can kind of see. Oh, it's just looking into like the garage. So she's looking into the garage. Maybe like if there's some place to park her bicycle. Looks like there's plenty of places to park her bicycle. But yeah. I guess it's possible. Soap poisoning is possible, right? Too much of anything is a bad thing, right? So ingesting too much soap probably isn't good for you. But a bunch of children died from it. Jeez Louise. Okay, we're not gonna wash anyone's mouth with soap. That's really terrible. But anyway, yeah, for those of you guys who were not spoiled, here's the flags, here's the language. If you could read the language, you might actually be able to 5K it, right? But I can't read the language. I cannot read it. That's pretty cool. I don't know, I see that there's 2 flags. What is the what's the second flag, guys? Is that a state flag or something? I don't quite recognize it. I don't quite know if that's like a state flag or a regional flag or something. But yeah, it looks like a nice place, and like this looks like a nice school. I like a really cool playground where you could just kind of have fun and climb over a jungle gym. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's a little bit small. Like, you know, you'd run into the wall in certain places, but maybe it's like but having it shaded, that's pretty cool. Can you change the height command to say 5, 6, 4 in stilts? Wow, Maze. Wow. Saying I'm short. Oh my gosh. Guys, get your guesses in. Get your guesses in within the next 30 seconds. Get your guess in within the next 30 seconds and we'll move on. But yeah, I'm making all these short jokes. Guys, making all these short jokes. And my expense. Have I ever, you know, done anything to you, Mace? Have I done anything to you? But I am short. You said so short. Yeah, Rose, I am short. It's true. I am short. It is. I'm indeed a small person. Super small. All you guys are taller than me. It's sad. I can't believe it. Nobody is ever shorter than me. Everyone taller than me. Sad. Rose, you're shorter? No, Rose. Really, Rose? How tall are you, Rose? If you don't mind me asking. If you don't want to let me know, you don't have to. But rarely there are people that I find that are shorter than me. And let's see. And we can't control our heights. It's genetic. I think you could do a little bit to control it, but a lot of it is genetic, John. Like I hear, like if you sleep more, you have a lot more deeper sleep. That's when your growth hormone is produced. So when you're growing, you should have a lot more long periods of uninterrupted rest, and you could potentially grow a little bit taller, but probably not that much taller than like what your genetics would have said here. But yeah, you're 5'0", reporter, and Rose, you're 5'2". Rose, you and I basically were the same height. It's like an inch. It's noticeable, sure, but like we're basically the same height. But yeah, reporter, I guess I would be taller than you. Oh, Blah, you're also shorter than me. How tall are you, Blah? And you're probably short if it makes you feel better. John, do you not know how tall you are? 5 seconds. Get your guesses in 5 seconds. We'll move on. But yeah, and yeah, if Yao Ming carries you, you guys are gonna be like super tall. Yao Ming is a extremely tall person. Michael Jordan, Yao Ming, Shaq. You know, now that I think about it, just basketball players in general, they're just all tall. And John, you have 4 sisters who are taller than me because your mom is 6 foot, but your dad is 5'1", and you got none of her genes, so you're short. Sorry about that, John. However, if you're taller than your father, you might be taller than me. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, you're taller than Burj Khalifa. Okay. And which is weird because you never got good sleep as a child. A lot of it is genetics, Mace. A lot of it's genetics, you know, and that's just how it works. Okay, I think we know the country, so I'm just gonna go ahead and guess, and then we'll move on. Okay, but yeah, we get a little spoiled. It would be funny though if Chummer said a different country to kind of throw us off, but we don't do that here, right? It just would have been pretty funny. Or if Chummer, if you didn't know that and you just accidentally got it wrong, and then we all just kind of get it wrong because we assume. But there's a Jeep. Myself, Ferreri, Mr. Reporter, Diono, and Chummer, we all guessed Thailand. It was Thailand. We probably would have figured it out from the language itself, the script, but obviously it's better to, you know, figure that out on our own. We're in a city called Takro, and then let's see, there's probably a school around here. One of these is the school. There's a bunch of flags over this intersection, and yeah, Thailand. Next round. I'm 5'3". I'm 5'3", Blah. So I'm a very short person. But yeah, Yeah, and they have always made you feel bad about it, and you haven't been able to get girls because they can't gatekeep them from you. Your height? I don't know, John. I mean, on the one hand, you know, I can see like why some people might want somebody that's taller than them, but on the other hand, I think a lot of it could also be, you know, just a matter of like, you know, personality or other things, right? We just all try to figure, you know, everyone has different preferences. I'm sure that there are girls that like guys that are shorter than them. For who knows? Southeast is the sun, so maybe we're in the northern hemisphere. Okay. It looks like cars drive on the right side of the road. So cars drive on the right. So that's interesting. I don't see any other clues that I might be able to kind of look at here. There are some like signs and such. The roads are very unique, but otherwise I'm not entirely sure I see anything in particular. But yeah. But yes. And you'll take a picture? Excellent, Ferrari. Take a picture, show us here. And Janek say all your family smaller than you, Maze? Well, Maze, you just happen to be tall. Congratulations. Wow, Jeep 6'8", your cousin is huge. That's so cool. Tell your cousin that we think they're very awesome. They're very awesome. And maybe your father is tall, Maze? Understandable. You know, I guess it's tricky. And you know you should be confident and don't let them do that to you? Yeah, Ferrari, that's absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Hey, Bottle, it's good to see you. Welcome to the stream, Bottle. Hello, how are you doing, my friend? Oh, and thank you very much, Gildog, for the follow. How are you doing, Gildog? Welcome to the stream. And Doodlehead, how's life going for you? Welcome, Doodlehead. How you been feeling? Bottle, are you doing okay? So you're in Latvia. You're in Latvia, and I know that a lot of people in Latvia, well, are a little bit nervous given, like, you know, the situation going on in Ukraine. You're not quite on the border of what things are going on here, but I know that you're on the border with Russia, and I know that probably doesn't make you guys feeling really good. So how are you feeling there? How are you feeling there, Bottle? Is everyone kind of nervous, or is everyone kind of calm? Kind of thing. And yeah, you're shorter than you. You're like 5'1". Okay, Blah. So you're a little bit shorter. Not too much, but a little bit. But yeah, I'm sorry about that, John. That's really rough. Yeah. And you're doing very good, though, Bottle? Excellent. That's good. And some people are just very tall, right, Miss Reporter? You're gonna head out? Okay, Rose, take care. Thank you so much. We love you, Rose. Please have a lot of fun doing whatever you need to do. Enjoy yourself. Live your best life. Bake and cook all the best foods that you want to eat. You can do it. We believe in you, Rose. You got this. Thanks for the alert, Rose. Okay. Yeah, everything is getting bought off and shopped, but your family doesn't care. Okay, so there's some panic buying, Bottle. Yeah, I can see that. I can see there being panic buying, even though it's like not, you know, your country doesn't have anything to do, you know, is not involved at all. But people get scared. People get nervous. So that's understandable. Yeah, glad your family is like kind of, you know, taking it chill, right? Not letting it stress them out so much. So yeah, absolutely. And ramen stopped selling in your shops because ramen comes from Russia. Oh no, Bottle, I'm so sorry. That's rough that you ran out of ramen, though. That's a real tragedy. It's a real tragedy, ramen. But it's the world. The world is going a little bit crazy in Europe. I feel bad. Please, everyone in Europe, please stay safe. I want you guys to all stay safe. I love you all, and I want you guys to all know that, you know, that we're all rooting for you. We're all rooting for you. So yeah. Gas prices are up through the roof too, Bottle. Yeah, gas prices are up through the roof here in the United States. And we even like produce gas. Right? We're pumping gas, we're manufacturing gas, we're refining gas, but even gasoline is expensive here too, so it's not been great. But that's how it works for you. Yeah, right, Mr. Running out the ramen. Yeah. Thank you, Rose. Heart to you. Heart to all of you guys. You still need to grow up? You're still 13, Flaw? Yeah, Flaw, you could definitely grow up. At 13, you could shoot up. You have a lot of time left. And gases went down a bit in your town. Went from 26 to now $3.99 per gallon. Jeez Louise, Hollow. I would love to have $3.99 per gallon. I'd love to have $4.29 per gallon. It was above $5, about $6, I think, in certain places in California, Hollow. That's almost twice as much for where you are. And you have a 70-mile commute. Jeez Louise, you're spending a lot of money on gasoline. And you're very frightened for all the children near the war zone right now. Yeah, Ferrari, I hear you. Back in 2015, price of gas here was cheaper. Now it's like doubled, more than doubled. Oh my gosh. Get your guesses in, 30 seconds, we'll move on. And I think I already said it already, but I do apologize. And you wish that that was the case, John, but you're below average student. You never know, John. You never know what has going to happen. And you're convinced that American oil companies are price gouging? It's possible, Hall. You might be right. You might be right. And you agree, gas is the highest you ever been where you're living right now in the United States, Jeep. Hello to our fellow American Jeep. It's nice to meet a fellow American. I guess I should have guessed from your username. Do you like Jeeps, by the way, Jeep? Are you a big Jeep fan? I think that things are just expensive. Gasoline is just expensive, and I feel bad for everyone like you, Hollow, that have to travel a very long distance. But yeah, but minimum wage is half here, so Callus is about even. I suppose, Hollow. But yeah, a lot of people just spending gas like crazy. And just, yeah, it's all over the place. Gray was mentioning you freaked out because of the one attack I right out next to our border because she was wanting to make sure it's safe and had to convince her Vlad is not coming for you yet. I heard about that. I heard about the attack that was at a Ukrainian base next to the Polish border, like very close, and people were really freaking out. But luckily it was things were not as bad as they seem. 5 seconds, get your guess, and we'll move on. But yeah, and you miss your 1.19 gas, Hollow. Yeah, you're never gonna see that again, ever again. Never turns out. I do think that's right, John. Life does turn around. You know, there's always ups and downs, but the idea is we keep moving forward. We make the best of our situation. We fight to do our best. We do our best, John, and we support each other. As friends, we support each other to move forward. So you can do it, John. We believe in you. Ferrari is right. Ferrari is very much a wonderful a person, and it's very encouraging. You do like Jeeps? You have a Renegade? Oh, okay. Fair enough. Good times. But I think that's pretty awesome. How do you like your Jeep Renegade, or is there you know, what are your thoughts on that? And flaming hot Cheetos are pretty good. Okay, let's go ahead and get my guess in. I have no idea where we're at, by the way. I know that you guys probably think, oh, Kevin, you know, just has a clear idea, but I'm lost. I think we're in the Northern Hemisphere. I think we're in some kind of European country. Maybe. But what European country? No antenna. Could we be in France? Italy? Look kind of dry. Spain? Let's say Spain. Nope, Turkey. We're in Turkey. I'm in the right longitude or latitude, whatever it's called. Right, but I'm just too far to the west. So at least I got the climate sort of kind of correct. I'm just not in the right place. Sorry, Mr. Reporter, are you in Mexico? Yeah, you're in Mexico. Sorry, Mr. Reporter, we're not in Mexico. Nor are we in, is this Russia? I think this is Russia. A little far to north. I'm in Spain. Jeep, you're in France. Bottle's in Italy. But Turkey's the right country. Nice work, guys, figuring out it's Turkey. We got Chummer, Diono, and Gildog. You guys all figured out it's Turkey. Nice work. I guess I don't know how you recognize it's Turkey. If I saw a license plate, I think I would have tried to be able to kind of figure it out a little bit, but who knows. We're in a town called Buyuk Tuzhisar. On the Kayseri Sivas Yolu Road, the D260. And of course, it's kind of like the neighborhood we saw. But we're just kind of in the middle of nowhere. We're just with on a highway. The highway bypasses the town. Do you see that? It just kind of goes around the town, and which makes sense, of course. Not always easy to go around the town, but I like through the town. But I think it's pretty funny. It goes around the town. But yes. Yes. Let's see here. Cyber Sports makes sense. Sorry about that, Bottle. And you don't like flaming hot Cheetos that hurt your mouth? Not everyone likes flaming hot Cheetos. It's true. And you live 180 miles away from the border anyway. Yeah, I think you know, it's you're probably safe where you are, Maze. Yeah. And yeah, you think that the Renegade is pretty good. You think the Renegade's pretty good Jeep, and it's the first car you've bought. Hey, congratulations on your first car. I know you might have had the car for a while. But you know, it's never a bad thing to say congratulations to still have the first car that you bought. Unfortunately, my first car was wrecked in a car accident. My brother was driving it. I know it's fine. He was under the insurance, so it's okay. But it was very unfortunate. I did like that car. Oh no, wait, hold on. My first car. Sorry, he crashed a different car. It was still a car that I used, but it was not my first car. I sold the first car. It was a Toyota Camry, a nice Toyota Camry, and it was a fun little vehicle. it was a fun little vehicle. But you know, it was used. It was used when I got it, and it was used when I sold it. So, but it was a very reliable car. Very, very. Ooh, this might be a clue on where we might be. I did not see this originally, guys, but take a look there. Take a look at that. My Toyota, it was a white car. It was a white Toyota Camry. I mean, I didn't exactly have to choose the color of the car, right? It's a used car, so you know, whatever the person was willing to sell it to me. But I thought white's a good color. I feel like I feel like dark cars get caught pretty quickly, but light cars do not necessarily have that same kind of problem. Although it's possible that I could be wrong. I'm wrong a lot of times. I think that this might be a big clue. I think this might be a big clue for in terms of like where we might be. So those of you guys are kind of trying to figure out where we're at. This might be a big clue. Okay. But yes. And you guessed it was Turkey. Gildon, nice work. That's guessing it's Turkey. And yeah, Mr. Reporter, that's pretty crazy. That's pretty awesome. We're natives. So if I'm going, you're taking you all down with me. I mean, Maze, I completely understand. I agree with you. If they ever try and go after you, well, you might see myself in your country very quickly. I mean, we'll see. I'm not in the military by any means, but I'm still a draftable age, right? I'm a nice young 34-year-old man, so I could very well be drafted in any military conflict. And where would the front lines be? Well, Eastern Europe. So if Poland were ever attacked, well, you might see me in a year. You might see me in a year, or however long it takes to deploy me, assuming I get drafted. So that'd be fun times. Fun times for everyone. We could do a meetup. It just would be a little bit under different circumstances than any of us thought. The car's driving on the left or the right here. I'm trying to figure that out. Where's the sun? Where's anything? Sun might be to the south, maybe? Hard to tell. It's an overcast day. I wouldn't trust it. I think this is the back of the car. So if this is the back, then are we driving on the left side of the road? I feel like we're driving on the left side of the road. I think that might be yeah, we might be driving on the left here. So that's interesting. Driving on the left side of the road. Okay. But I could be wrong. Okay. And let's see here. So what call? So yeah, Camry for all two. Oh, that's cool, Jeep. We're the same. We were Camry buddies for a while. And you like white cars too. Black gets car very hot. Yeah, black cars would get very hot. I'd never want a black car. And never. It'd just be way too hot. And what's this new political alliance called Australia, UK, US? Fair enough. And you like yourself a good Kia? Hey, Ferrari, if that's what you like, that's what you like. But wouldn't you want Ferrari a Ferrari? But yeah. So you can't really go on walks because you live on top floor. Fair enough, John. Okay. Why does it seem like the Cold War and II are combining after a deadly virus? I mean, who knows, Miss Reporter? Who knows? Who knows exactly? And you still making that spinach pasta? Hey, you know what? You would be making a spinach pasta. We'd be in Poland and be in the war zone. So that would definitely be fun times for all of us. But yes. And that happens. Yeah, you like Ferraris maybe, but they're like a little expensive. Fair enough. 30 seconds, get your guess in 30 seconds. I have no idea where we're at. Some of you guys figured it out. Chummer and Diono have gotten streaks going, which I think is pretty good. Look at an 8 country streak. Diono got a 5 country streak. I think that's really solid. You guys are very smart. You guys are smart cookies. But yeah. When I was in Poland, I mean, you know what? America will come to the rescue of Poland. I mean, it's NATO. It's an alliance. If we don't do it, then people are just gonna say NATO is the laughing stock, and no one's gonna take us seriously. So if a NATO country is invaded, we're coming to help you out. It's a very good reason to join NATO, and after all this is over, Ukraine probably is going to do so, but who knows? We don't generally talk about politics in this chat, but I know that a lot of people are really concerned about the region. So I try to keep things apolitical, but I do talk about hey, we're all concerned about you, and we want you guys to all be safe and be the best. Lots of love there. Also, I don't tend to have a lot of Russian. I don't have a lot of Russian viewers, so it usually works out pretty well in terms of things. Is Twitch banned in Russia? Is Twitch banned in Russia? I wonder. I know that some Russian streamers can no longer get their income from Twitch, which would make sense in a couple reasons. One, I'm sure Twitch doesn't want to be the company that's still operating in Russia. But two, I don't know if Twitch has a way of getting them their money. right? They're banned from the SWIFT payment system and all these other sanctions. So it's possible that SWIFT has no way of paying them, no way of paying these streamers. So of course they're just going to cut them off anyway because they can't even do it anyway. Just they mail them money. I don't even know if that's allowed. So yeah. YouTube is hollow. Okay, understandable. Twitch is still there, you believe, but Amazon is doing sanctions or something like that. I think it would make sense to keep social media open, and the reason why I think of that is because you want to propagate information. Does that make sense? 5 seconds, guys. Get to guess in 5 seconds, right? If you want to let people know what's going on in the world, you don't want to shut down free speech, especially in a country that is desperately low on free speech, right? So you want Facebook there, you want Twitch there, streamers, you want YouTube there, you want it to be allowed if you can. But yeah, I think it's more of a logistical issue in terms of paying people. Who would have thought that the world was so interconnected like this? I would not have realized the world was this interconnected, but I guess we are. Guess this is how the world is. Okay, I still have no idea where we might be. Because for some reason, I think we're driving on the left side of the road. But I see an American flag here. This is clearly an American flag. I see the stars, I see the stripes. This is clearly an American flag, but I think we're driving on the left side of the road. And also, I'm not sure this looks like America. I think that some of these buildings would not, and what you could see there, but I don't think they'd be legally allowed, especially this kind of building right here. I don't think this would be illegally allowed in the United States. There'd be like a violation of some sort. I don't think this is America. Or maybe it is America, but like it's one of these islands. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see here. What does America own? Where is the Samoan Islands? Jeez Louise, I've never had to look for the Samoan Island. America Samoa. Could we be in America Samoa? No. America roads look different than this. We have like yellow lines down the center. This can't be America Samoa. Oh frack. No, I think a lot more of you guys would have guessed America, and you would have been far off. This is not America. It's a false flag. I think this is a false flag. The flag just happened to be here, but maybe the person that lives here is American or is a big fan of America or something. I have no idea. Maybe they just happen to have a flag. I don't have a better answer though. Let's go ahead and say the Philippines. We'll see. Oh no, they drive on the right in the Philippines. I need something that drives on the left. I guess we'll go with Indonesia. Yeah, we'll go with Indonesia. Why not? Malaysia. Close. I was. I know should be there. This I'm gonna send this one to Dusk. I think Dusk loves these maps. Dusk loves these random maps that are just false flags. Okay. And I think that Dusk can go ahead and make a cool map with that one. Yeah, that's clearly an American flag. But apparently we are in Malaysia, wait, is a Malaysian flag? Oh no. Wait, hold on. But oh no, right? The Malaysian flag looks the same. Oh no. You're right. I forgot the Malaysian flag looks like it's identical. I'm so bad at this game. And that's what you guys figured out is Malaysia. There's a failure. Obviously, United States, completely understandable. Mr. Reporter, you're in Australia. Guild Dog. I thought it was Indonesia. I also thought it was Indonesia. Apparently, Jeep and I also thought it was Indonesia, but we're 3 and 2, so we got pretty close, even though we're in the wrong country. And then, of course, we got the right country. Oh no, Bottle. Sorry, you're not the right country. I thought you're in Thailand. Chummer and Diono, you guys figured out it's Malaysia. Nice work. And so yeah, but Jeep and I got a little closer. Unfortunately, we're just not in the right country. We are exactly in a place called. I don't actually know where the towns are. Is this a town? There's a town called Mawai. We're a little bit northeast of Mawai, along the Jin Tanjung Sedeli Road here on by the 2012 freeway off the 1409. Okay, and there's a Malaysian flag and things here. So that's a pretty crazy thing. But nice work. Let's go view the summary, guys. Okay. Malaysian flag. So congratulations to Diono. You are in first place at 22,750 points. Nice work. Chummer, you got 21,900 points, silver medal. Jeep, you got the bronze at 18,100 points. Nice work. And apparently I get the honorable mention at 13,500. So hey, that works out really well. Everyone did a fantastic job, and you guys did amazing work. So good work, guys. I'm really proud of you. You know, and that happens. I think that you gotta go. Take care, Diono. Thank you for joining us. I love you. Okay, we're gonna. I love these hard maps, guys. I love these hard maps. But we're gonna go ahead and do something a little bit easy. We're gonna do. Wait, was it easy map or no? Was it easy? No, not easy. What are those maps called? Dumb test. Okay, let's take a look at dumb. View more results. Dumb. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna do one of these random dumb tests. There's made so many different ones, but we're gonna try one of these, and we're gonna have some fun times here. We got easy dumb test improved, a lot of dumb tests, and any names we can know here. We got let's see. I don't recognize any of these names. Let's see, Steve, Stealth. See if there's anyone that we kind of recognize as made a dumb test. Anonymous. Nope, but don't recognize any of these names. But some of these are probably pretty good. A dumb test 3.0 sounds like fun. Why not we try that? Okay, it's always good to get a little palate cleanser. A little palate cleanser after something that's really difficult. 16 locations, dumb test, created by Nickname Biddy. We'll see where we're at. Good luck, guys. This can be a lot of fun. So let's see where we're at here. We're gonna stay with the same kind of a rule set, but we're just gonna do dumb test. Okay, hopefully this is dumb. I don't know where we're at. It's a fascinating kind of place. I think there's a lot of tourists here. Hey, look, it's a little rainbow. Look at that. That's a pretty cute rainbow. Look, the red, orange, yellow, green, blue. But yeah, this is a very kind of tricky location. I've never seen this before. So I've never seen this before. The inside at the very least. So go ahead, look at figuring this out here. And you freaked Gray out, Maze, even more by telling her you went down with what went down with our Ukrainian students because the whole thing broke out during winter break. When students are back in Ukraine with their families, oh no, Maze, you freaked her out. Oh no. And you're a somewhat professional Minecraft build fairy, so when it comes to organics, you used to build for a streamer. And you stream for Radix, so that's how you know Radix. Oh, fairy, that's wonderful. That's pretty awesome. Well, it's a small world. Well, Maze, as long as you calm the Gray down, as long as you calm Graham down, let her know that you're okay. I think that's pretty fun. That's fine. Sweet home Alabama. But yeah, it looks like holiday Alabama, John. Fair enough. But yeah, there's a lot of crazy things going on in the world, Mr. Reporter, and things are really tough. But yeah, I've never seen the inside of this, so this is actually pretty cool. I didn't realize this was that what's the word here? I didn't realize this was that intense. Were these wall things always built in here? I guess so. I thought this was always going to be sort of a kind of a clear area, like I always thought it was sort of a clear floor, but I guess there are these walls always here or something for some reason. Or maybe they just added this recently, or who knows? I don't know the history of this place. I've never been here before. But it looks pretty neat. It's cool that you can walk around like this. I didn't realize that there was so much potential like tourist kind of things. It must be an old picture. There's nobody wearing any masks. Now there's like no mask. This must be pre-coronavirus. This must be the guy that's taking the picture. Hey, buddy. But yeah, I don't see any flags here. Yeah, you might sub. Yeah, good luck. Hey, Los Manitos. It's good to see you, Los Manitos. Hello, welcome to the stream. But yeah, it's a tricky kind of location, I think, but it's easy, I think, to figure out. So yeah, I know that some of you guys generally like to just kind of like say, Kevin, just kind of wait for me, but I'm just gonna move on a little bit here, see if we can find it out at a time beforehand. Well, we were playing this together, and this way I'm not really spoiling it. It is dumb test. So 30 seconds, get your guess in, and we'll move on. But yeah. It's Aurora, giving it away, Aurora. Oh, you're not supposed to do that, Aurora. But yeah, good to see you. Oh my gosh. What kind of treats do you give your cats, Aurora? Like when your cats are just so cute and you want to give them treats, do you give them like catnip or anything in particular? A little bit of fish? How do you spoil your cats? And Las Manitos, it is very good to see you. It is very good to see you, my friend. How's life been? Do you have any pets, Las Manitos? Do you have any pets? Cats, dogs, penguins, turtles. But yeah, do you think history? A lot of history is fabricated. I mean, history is written by the victors. I guess I don't know. That's what famous quotes tell me. What's another famous quote? Something. SpongeBob. I'm sure there's a famous SpongeBob quote. Let's take a look at let me look that up. Famous SpongeBob quotes. Let's see here. Let's find the most inspiring SpongeBob quotes here. The 130 best SpongeBob quotes. Okay. I hope you guys are ready for this. Okay. If you believe in yourself, with a tiny pinch of magic, all your dreams can come true. SpongeBob. I think that makes a lot of sense. If you believe in yourself, with a tiny pinch of magic, you can make all your dreams come true. Okay. So all you guys need to get is a tiny pinch of magic, and you gotta believe in yourself. Get your guesses in with the next 30 seconds, guys. We'll move on. You have a dog that's some 8-year-old. So which is the harder one to take care of, the 8-year-old or the dog, Las Manitos? Yeah. And no worries, Aurora. You didn't know. And it's completely understandable. That said, your cat eats fish and chicken but loves soup. Your cat loves soup. Cats love soup. I never heard of a cat liking soup. What kind of soup? Like a fish soup, I assume, right? Maybe a fish soup or I don't know, some sort of meat soup, maybe. That sounds pretty crazy. That's intense. I think that's pretty awesome. Yeah, and you try to take care of him as you can. Las Manitos, the dog has 8 years. Oh, okay. I thought you were saying you also had an 8-year-old kid. I'm like, okay, Las Manitos, I'll accept that. You have you have a dog and an 8-year-old kid, and which is a little bit easier. Yeah, it happens. Okay, guys. Yeah, you guys got 5 seconds. 5 seconds. Get your guess in. We'll move on. 5 seconds. Yeah. Is this the Krusty Krab? No, this is Patrick. That's a very good quote. It's a very funny meme too. Sometimes there's a lot of funny memes that come out in the world. I like to browse Reddit. I'm definitely much of a Reddit person, and the memes that you see on Reddit, they're hilarious. Some are worse than others. Some are definitely better than others. But I think Reddit definitely produces a lot of the good stuff. There's probably like good memes on like 4chan, but like 4chan's a cesspool, so I'm not gonna touch that with a 10-foot pole. Man, you mean the soup of the food of what they eat? Oh, okay, Aurora. So they like fish soup or chicken soup. Completely understandable. I can see that now. And the quote boosts so much self-esteem for you. It means that you also matter. True, Ferrari. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Imagine it by your age of birth. I mean, Las Manitos. It's there are crazier things out there. Okay. Let's go ahead and put our guess in. Okay. It was, in fact, the Colosseum of Rome. I've never seen the inside of that, so that's very interesting. We got Las Manitos, Gildog, Kevin, Chummer. Chummer here actually got right close in Maze. Nice work, Chummer. Fantastic work. Some of you guys figured out it was in Rome. So there's Jeep. Did you choose Vatican City? Okay. Sorry, Jeep. Vatican City is not quite Rome. And Ferrari, you're in the general area of Italy. So fair enough. Good job, guys. So yeah. Okay, where are we? I have no idea where this is. Okay. This is probably famous, I guess. Oh, frack. Okay. Well, they have this kind of statue thing. So that's a pretty cool thing. We got this, which I don't know if it's famous, but it's a big building. And then I think this right here, it's some sort of like cathedral, I think, or something. It looks important. It looks important. But I don't necessarily know where this could be. You know, Ferrari? Okay, fair enough. Oh my goodness, it's crazy. It's very tricky. Oh yeah, it's Maze, do you ever give your chickens any treats? Are chickens even allowed to have treats, or do you keep your chicken on like a very strict kind of diet? I don't necessarily know anything about raising chickens, but I assume that what they can eat is limited. It's limited. I have seen actually Maze. So I do watch every now and again. I get recommended these weird videos like how removing bees or removing wasp, and removing wasps from their nest kind of thing. And there's this one guy. There's this one guy that removes the wasps from their nest, and he has their I wouldn't call it honeycomb because they're wasps, but he has a piece of their hive. A piece of their hive, and inside the hive is the larva of the wasp. And so basically he just, once the wasps are removed, he takes that hive piece back. He takes that hive piece back to his home where he has a bunch of chickens, and he feeds the larva to the chickens. And I'm thinking, like, is that good? Is wasp larva a good source of nutrients for these chickens? Well, they like it. They're going after it like crazy. But I don't know if it's like a good thing or a bad thing to teach them. Hey, Mage, it's good to see you. Good morning to you. Mage, it's gotta be what, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock for you? Well, good morning to you, my friend. But boy, oh boy, you woke up really early. How you been, by the way, Mage? Long time see. Yeah, 4 a.m. for you. Oh my gosh, it's that's pretty crazy, Mage. Well, welcome to the stream. We're playing a dumb test, just to get everyone here. I actually don't know where we're at. Get your guesses in, guys, within the next 30 seconds. Get guessing in the next 30 seconds and move on. But I'm really lost here. So good luck on that. But yeah, how you been doing, Mage? Mage, do you like baseball? You're a baseball fan, right? You also like baseball. No, this is you. We can move around. We can zoom in too. So here, let me just kind of shift around for you. But it's a dumb test, right? So you're a Red Sox. Wait, hold on, Mage. You live in New Orleans. How are you a Red Sox fan? The Red Sox aren't even nowhere near New Orleans. That's in Boston. That's what you gotta explain that one to me. A Red Sox fan. You're from Boston? Okay, and that's a reasonable explanation. So that's reasonable. You grew up supporting the Red Sox, and now you're a big Red Sox fan. Yeah, it's just a matter of if you recognize the building. Unfortunately, Mage. Otherwise, it's just kind of crazy. You like baseball too, Jeep? What's your team? Who's your team? Who do you support? Do you play baseball? And you couldn't find the area, so you just placed in the area. You know if area? I don't even know what country we're in, so hey, that happens. And so Maze, Henry's favorite snack is apples, and Sam's favorite is spaghetti pasta. Is spaghetti pasta something you could feed them? I guess that's if that's what it is, that's what it is. But apples, that's cute. I can see apples being healthy. Apples are healthy for us, so I'm sure apples are healthy in general. And the guy that vacuums hornets is your role model. Hollow, do you want to be someone that vacuums hornets up? It's good content. It's good content. Those YouTube videos get tons and tons of views. And and of course, there's a reasonable, right? There aren't many people that vacuum up hornets or bees. There aren't a lot of people that want to put themselves in harm's way and create YouTube videos out of it. But so it's a very rare talent. It's a small niche. But if you ever do it, you could become a very big content creator. Because nobody wants to do that. I would never want to put myself anywhere near a bee nest or a hornet's nest. You couldn't pay me. You couldn't pay me enough money to be next to a bee's nest. 5 seconds. 5 seconds, we'll move on. I know that you could probably wear those suits. You can wear those suits that really protect you. But I do think that bees probably do kind of get in every now and again, just randomly. Also, that buzzing. If you ever have like a fly buzz towards your ear, or something like that, it'd be too much, right? You just imagine like that, but like a swarm of bees buzzing around your ears. No, thank you. I would not like that at all. But yeah. Jeep, you like the Giants but live in Arizona, so you're originally from the Bay Area? Oh, okay. Sorry, Jeep, then you and I are a little bit of our rivals there because, I'm from Los Angeles, so obviously I support the Dodgers. And so our teams don't necessarily get along there. But yeah, you do not. You're not lucky enough to do it without getting eaten alive, but you have to watch it for hours. Unfortunately, Hollow, that does happen. Okay, so I have no idea where we're at. I assume we're in some sort of crazy cool European country with a big like cathedral. Maybe like it's French, Could this be like a French kind of cathedral? It's definitely like European, probably like a maybe like Renaissance era, either France or Italy. What's Metas tell me? I have no idea. I guess I'm gonna guess France, maybe like South France. Where's a big kind of like a cathedral city? Nantes? Edict of Nantes? I don't know what that is. We'll just say Nantes. Okay. France. It was France, but I'm in the wrong city. I'm in France. And Paris. Okay. So you got people that are completely in Italy. Gildog and Federi chose Italy. Understandable. We got Mage, you're in London, and I'm in Paris. Not in Paris. I'm in France, but not Paris. A lot of you guys figured out it's Paris. So we got Los Bonitos, Jeep, and then it's Maze, Unox, and Chummer. It's really, this is Notre Dame? This is Notre Dame. I did not recognize that at all. Holy cow. Okay, so there's the fountain. There's the thing. I didn't believe that. No, I've never been to France, of course, but I didn't know that was Notre Dame. That was pretty cool. Or is it? Well, in America we call it Notre Dame, but I think it's Notre Dame or something like that. Okay, Notre Dame. Fair enough. I guess I didn't recognize it from that angle. Chummer, Unox, and Maze. I think I would have figured it out if I saw it from a different angle, but not straight on. Nice work, guys. I know this place. Holy cow, this is familiar enough for me. Oh my gosh. Okay, so look, we got lots of writing here. Okay. Do I like playing? No, fair. Usually I don't play Minecraft later in the stream. And yeah, I used to put the Red Sox, Patriots, Celtics, and Bruins. Yeah, made you would. And he used to spin his head around, your chicken, to throw them on the wall. So you had a wall covered in pasta. That's pretty silly. So there's a Little Mermaid, Ariel's Undersea Adventure. Okay, so that might be a big clue. Oh wow, this is a pretty funny. This blocks like that picture here. Okay, so that might not help you out. This is Paradise Pier. You know, it looks like this is like a roller coaster. It looks like a lot of people wearing a lot of things. It looks like some person has a little Dumbo stuffed animal. What else? What other clues might we have here? Let's see, it looks like some dragons on there, some sort of eating-like location, a stroller, definitely some sort of place where there's a lot of people that are kind of moving around here. Eureka, there's the Embarcadero. Yeah, I've been here a lot of times. I know where this is. I don't know if this should count for as dumb test, but I've been here a lot of times. More than once at least. so this is familiar territory for me. Okay, but that's pretty cool. This is probably the closest. I mean, I know exactly where this is exactly. But your sleep schedule is out of whack, Mage. I'm so sorry about that. So, Mage, did you have to clean up a lot because there's a lot of pasta on your wall? And Lizard, guys, good to see you. I'm gonna leave you live for the next hour. Oh, sorry, Coach Kid. No, Lizard. I will not be live in exactly 1 hour. So, no, sorry, Lizard. But Lizard's probably not even paying attention. I'll shake my head until Lizard sees it. Actually, this kind of gave me a little bit of dizziness. So, no, thank you. But yeah, so you went Westminster. Sorry, I forgot Mage. Yeah, that's understandable. But yeah, I know. Hey, at least we're getting baseball, right? Jeep, Mage. At least we're getting baseball. I was really concerned about the negotiations between the players' union and the owners, right? I thought that like we would get half a season, right? I thought the negotiations were gone forever, but they came to an agreement fairly quickly. Like I think we're only missing like a week's worth of games. And managed to, we're gonna get pretty much close to a full season. New rules. I don't know how I feel about the designated hitter rule being implemented like universally, but I can live with it. At least we're getting baseball. As opposed to like no baseball at all, right? So that's always good. And you have no idea what it looked like, but it's the only church you know, Maze. Hey, you know what? Hey, you figured it out. That's pretty good. It's who knows where this might be for you. You got the right country, but you didn't quite get the right area. Yeah. And your sister works here too? Wow, Jeep, that's pretty cool. Wow, Jeep, your sister and I, we live in the same kind of area. That's pretty cool. Yeah, look at all these fun, happy people. They're just so energetic. And they are looking like just enjoying their times here. It's a fun place. It's a very fun place, and I've loved going here significantly. I think if we were just a little bit off from where this tree was positioned, we'd get a good view of everything. But But yeah, not 0 meters. Chummer, sorry about that. Sorry you didn't get 0 meters. I could probably 5k this if I can actually kind of get 0 meters, or at least close to it. 1 meter is not bad though. 1 meter isn't terrible. I think that's pretty fair. Gotta go, Federi. See you later. Have a good one. Bye, Federi. We love you. Okay, here. They've actually changed this place up. It's a little bit different now. The real problem is that this is I wish I could rotate this map because it's gonna throw me a little bit off seeing it from this angle. Generally speaking, I see it from looking forward. So excuse me. So things might be just a little bit off for me. Get your guesses in within the next 30 seconds. We'll move on. 30 seconds. But yeah, that's reasonable. I just need to figure out where everything is. Okay, so this is where that is. Yes. Okay, I see where I am at now. Maybe. No, I'm a little off. Oh boy. This will be fine. I just need to I don't need to be 1 kilometer away. I just need to be like, you know, somewhere a little closer there. Okay, that's probably reasonable. But yeah, it's a fun place. I like this. If you ever guys, if you're ever in the area, I do recommend checking out this area, this location. There aren't many of these places in the world. I was actually surprised. I thought there'd be more locations around the globe, but apparently there's only like, you know, 6 main places. 6 main places. You know, when you have a chance, you know, do it, because, you know, it's not like you're like, you know, you go this every day. You actually know how to use an LA map maze? Oh no, fair enough. And you see a Texan shirt, it must be in Houston. Absolutely, look at this. The Houston Texans. Houston, Texas. And, you know, amazing this guy isn't wearing like a cowboy hat. Yeehaw! I think this kid's a little bit sad or something, holding mom's hand, or big sis's hand, who knows. But everyone is kind of just, you know, sticking together. These guys look like they've done this before, right? Look at the walk. Look at the walk. I've been here. I'm ready to have some fun. This guy's a Superman. This person is just walking along the railing. Must be bored. 5 seconds, get your guess in, we'll move on. Yeah, I think it's really cool. Oh wow, this is a lot of trash here. Normally they take care of this trash very quickly. The fact that this is kind of this full, and maybe it must be around lunchtime. It must be around lunchtime because generally they are very good about emptying these trash cans extremely quickly. I rarely see a lot of trash around here. I know that a lot of theme parks are very messy, right? That used to be the old what's it called? That also be the old reputation of theme parks. Oh, they're all messy and there's a lot of trash everywhere. But then when Disneyland came around, they cleaned up the image. And like, hey, you know what? You know, it's not going to be as messy. We're going to make it a clean park. And I think a lot of other theme parks feel like, oh, now we have to kind of emulate them, because everyone thinks of Disneyland, right, which is an amazingly clean park, and if we look dirty, they're gonna just be like, wow, you could do so much better. This is California Adventures, Disney's California Adventures, but there's 2 parks here in Los Angeles, right, of Disneyland. So there's Disneyland, which is this part to the north, and then on the opposite side of the entrance is California Adventures to the south. Right, so they're 2 different parks. You can buy admission for both, and if you buy like a double ticket kind of thing, you can go to both parks on the same day. I recommend that if you ever visit in Los Angeles, give a day for each park. Give a day for Disneyland and give yourself a day for California Adventures. I mean, you'll get the best experience. You'll be able to, like, you know, experience both. Maybe buy the park hopper pass. So you could go between the both, because if there are less rides in California Adventures, not like a ton less, but like, you know, a few less. So if there are things that you want, so do Disneyland first, then do California Adventures. And if there's something like towards the end of the day, you're like, oh, I really want to do this again, you know, before we leave. You know, then with the park hopper pass, then you could just go ahead like, oh, you know, we'll just go over back to Disneyland, we'll ride this ride, or oh, we'll stick in California Adventures and ride this ride, kind of thing, right? It gives you options. But I definitely recommend 2 days at least for both parks. They also have some pretty good 3-day options. So they have some 3-day tickets that are really cheap if you go 3 days. So then you could go 3 days for both. So you can do one park one day, one park the other day, and maybe like both parks, you know, the last day, right? That also gives you an option, right? So you can ride whatever you want. Disneyland though. So yeah, let me just go ahead and let you guys know who are here. We got Jeep, myself, Mage, and Chummer. You guys all figured out California Adventures. Nice work, guys. It's a lot of fun place. I recommend it. You figured out Los Manitos, that it's in Los Angeles. That's true. You know, it's a little bit farther south, Guild Dog. Yeah, we do have like in San Diego, there is like Legoland and SeaWorld. Well, most of the parks here are in Los Angeles. We also have like a Six Flags up here or something like that. And there's a Knott's Berry Farm. And Universal Studios, I think, is somewhere around there. And then, sorry, Fair that you chose the Orlando Resort. I recognize it because it's California Adventures, and Orlando doesn't have California Adventures. They have a lot of different theme parks for Disney, but not California Adventures. That's only, you know, located in, surprise, surprise, California. Okay, this is an interesting location. I hope you guys know your flag meta. Because the flag is a very key part here of this location. I hope you guys know your flag meta. I think that this is perhaps the most recognizable flag in the world. Now, I could be wrong, but I feel like this flag, most people can recognize the flag. One, it's a very unique looking flag. It's a very unique looking flag, right? It's not a very simple design, so not a lot of nations. Some nations, you know, have done similar flags, but I think most nations are smart and deciding let's like a flag that people can actually draw. It's not good flag design. If you ever like look at flag design kind of ideas, they say like, yeah, you don't want something that's like this complicated. You can't draw this flag. You can sort of draw this flag, but you can't exactly draw this flag. But I think it's a very recognizable flag. I think it's pretty cool. And then yeah, this is sort of the area you can hear. This is a very famous monument that you can see in the distance, and then a statue. There's some water here. Hey, this must be during Christmas time. They got the Christmas tree up here. Look at that. They got a little Christmas tree. Okay. But obviously this is a very big building. I didn't realize how big this is, but it looks huge. Do you find dolls creepy? Depends, Maids. Generally, not really. Generally, I find dolls to be okay-ish. I don't find them to be very creepy. I just find the dolls to be like, oh, okay, that's interesting. My sister collected dolls. She had a nice Samantha doll from the American Girl series, which was probably the biggest doll I've ever seen. Wait, did she also have a life-size Barbie? Maybe she did. I don't remember. I don't remember those existed. I don't know why they existed. That was weird. But I do remember the Samantha doll, which I thought was it was a pretty cool looking doll. But no, generally I don't find dolls creepy. I bet you can make a doll that's creepy, but I don't, in general, find dolls creepy. Monkey, do you recognize the area? Does he recognize the flag? People say stay at a hotel across the street. If you go, it's not expensive. Interesting, Jeep. Fair enough. Good lessons there. But yeah, and the kid at a long day at the park, Jeep. Yeah, I think that's right. I think a lot of kids can have some pretty long days at the park. But yeah, I recommend Disneyland, California Adventures. It's a lot of fun. It's a very enjoyable kind of place and such. A very fun time, sir. Your meme guessing, Monkey. Oh my gosh, doing your meme guesses. Guys. Why are you doing the meme guesses? Why are you doing the meme guesses? How are you doing, Monkey? How's life been for you? Monkey, is your favorite? Monkey, let me ask. Is your favorite animal a monkey? Are your monkeys your favorite animal, or is that just the name? Is that just the name that you chose? Get your guesses in within the next 30 seconds. To me, this is an easy one. It's easier than the last one, so get your guesses in the next 30 seconds, and we'll move on. I think a lot of you guys could get a lot of 5Ks, but if you're not necessarily familiar with the area, it might not necessarily do so. But yeah, I think it's a very straightforward. Look how empty this place is. Nobody's wearing a mask, so it must not be. This must be pre-pandemic. So that's interesting. I wonder if this is you gotta wonder like what year these are taken in. Is there sometimes there information here? Nope, no information at the bottom there. Well. Hey, there's a flag on both sides here. There's a flag up here, and there's a flag over here. That's pretty neat. Although this flag is actually it's well positioned. This one's blowing in the breeze, so that's pretty interesting. Yeah, your name was as a joke, but Monkey is cool. What's your favorite animal, Monkey? What's your favorite animal? Maze, Maze, I wish I wish you had a video of the pasta, your chicken throwing pasta against the wall, because I think that would be pretty funny. I think that would be pretty funny. I would definitely find that to be amusing, but I don't know if you ever have it. Bees? You like bees? Bees are pretty cool. Bees make honey, and honey is delicious. I like to, every now and again, I like to eat a nice piece of white bread with some honey spread across the top. Again, it wasn't chicken. It was a pigeon. Then it's either a pigeon or a chicken. It's either, you love birds, but you're generally dealing with pigeons or chickens. So yeah, let's get to see you. Okay, guys, 5 seconds, and we'll move on. We'll move on. 5 seconds. But yeah, it's a very tricky. You're the only person, Maze, that I know that does stuff like that. But I think it is adorbs. I think it's adorbs. You like beans? Beans are cool. Beans, the magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. The more you toot, the better you feel. So let's eat beans for every meal. Sun's to the south, by the way, so we're in the northern hemisphere. Okay. Let's go ahead. I don't need to unlock this. We're in the Capitol building. United States Capitol right there. Actually, we're kind of in front of the Capitol building, so we're not actually in the Capitol building, but we're pretty close. It's amazing how close you can get, though. That's ridiculous. This is you're extremely close. I wonder what you do if you're like work here. If you're a member of Congress, do you just hop the barrier? There must be a gate somewhere, and you just walk up the stairs. Fair enough. U.S. Capitol. Okay, so for those of you guys, you guys figured out the United States of America, Washington D.C. What kind of meme jokes we got here? We got there's a gill dog in Antarctica being very memey. Monkey, you chose India. Anything in particular in India? Sus road. Among Us, so store sus. Jeez Louise, monkey. Jeez Louise, monkey. Sus. Bottle, you have chosen Ukraine. Okay. Bilazerka. Okay, I don't know why that particular city in Ukraine, but okay, Bottle. The rest of you guys, play the game correctly. And in Washington, D.C., there's Los Manitos. I assume that's Mage. And the rest of us chose the United States Capitol building. What we got here? Myself, Chummer, and Jeep. Nice work, Jeep. You guys got 0 meters. Nice work, Jeep. 0 meters. That was impressive. Capitol building. Okay, so that here. It wasn't Jeep, you're sad to say you're only able to recognize the building because of the videos after the 2020 election. That is a little tragic, Jeep, but I guess it was educational. It was educational, so there was some good that came out of it because now you can recognize the Capitol building. Sad, but happens. Hey, Crimson, it's good to see you, my friend. Hello, Crimson. How's that going for you? How's the YouTube? How's the YouTube, Crimson? I think YouTube's going for you. And you're not big on chickens, but you're not prejudiced, so you can make friends with some of them. Richard, really? But Maze, you sleep with a chicken. So doesn't that how does that relate that you're not big on chickens? And you might go work at a doll puppet theater, which is not ideal, as you've been very creeped out by them since you're a child. Don't do it, Maze. Don't work at a doll puppet theater. Don't do it. You're just gonna freak yourself out. Just stay away, Maze, and find a different kind of job. Oh my gosh. I wouldn't find it too creepy. I might get creeped out every now and again if you really think about it, but probably be like, oh, they're just having fun here. You like to grow beans, Los Manitos, but some beans are attracted to insects, so insects are attracted to them, so they need to be fighted right away. Yeah, otherwise you're going to have a lot of insect issues in your beans, and that's not fun. You haven't uploaded anything for 3 months, but you're working on a video to be out soon. Oh, cool, Crimson. You want to give it any hints on what that video is going to be out? Oh, that's pretty cool. And your parents were here, but you forgot where it was? Oh no, Bottle! Oh no! Come on, Bottle. This is a famous landmark. You should be able to get this. You should get this, Bottle. And you need money. It's the only one you can take right now. Yeah, if you need money, money is important, especially for gasoline, right? You can't get anywhere without gas. Yeah. And you might be tomorrow. Oh, cool, Crimson. Well, good luck on that. That's always good. It's always good to move forward with our content, publish things, and release something that's going to be put out on the world. I think that's always excellent. It's very tricky. Look at Chummer. Getting that 13 streak there. 22 meters, 5K. Nice work, Chummer. I think that's pretty amazing. Yeah, I don't know if I remember which city this is, Mage. It's always a tricky one. I can never remember, and I know that's kind of sad because It's supposed to be like some place that you generally like remember, but I do not remember which one it is. I get it all mixed up. So it's possible that I will not get this. I will probably not get a 5K on this one, and that's okay. You don't always have to get 5K on things, but it would be nice to kind of remember where it is. I forget. I'm not necessarily familiar with this region. And, you know, I think if we got this country more in official GeoGuessr, we'd be getting more familiar with the location. But because it's not officially in GeoGuessr, you just don't get the experience. You just don't get the experience, right? I know a lot more about these other European and other countries that are officially in GeoGuessr now, not more than I know about this country, because I've just been like playing around with it for ages and ages. Let's see. Hey, it's our friend Dusk. Let's get a shout out for our friend Dustin, who is an amazing, cool streamer. Plays GeoGuessr. He makes lots of maps. He has an 800 streak. He's a cool person. And Kendrick, thank you very much for the follow. Kendrick, how are you doing, Kendrick? Darius, welcome to the stream. How are you guys doing? But yes, yeah. And yeah, Maze, public transportation exists in a normal country? Nah, no one believes in public transportation. Oh, Monkey, thank you for the follow. Really do appreciate that, Monkey. Thank you so much. And you have a 100 subscriber special. Ooh, nice work, Crimson. Hey, you know what? 100 subscriber special. You know, fun times. I hope everyone enjoys it. And yeah, Maze, there's nothing wrong closing up an empty dark theater full of dolls, being backstage alone. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You know, what's the worst that could happen? But yeah, this is a dumb test. Yeah, so we just kind of figured out where we might be here. And you first thought was really wrong. Oh no, Los Bonitos, that happens. No, probably not dumb test 4.0. I usually only like to do one dumb test during a stream, just kind of cleanse the palate here. And Tinderos, you love the famous places map where you also got this one. Yeah, it's always good to get like a lot of cool famous places. 30 seconds, guys. 30 seconds, get your guess in. These people look at all these tourists. They all look very happy. They're very fun. They just kind of enjoy. Oh, it's really. There's a lot of pollution in these rivers. Oh, who's throwing bottles in here? Come on, people. You could do better than that. You could do better than that. I'm disappointed in all of you. Well, I'm disappointed in whoever littered, I guess. But it's a good map. It's a good place, and everyone's having a lot of fun time, just kind of enjoying themselves. So I think that's very, very awesome. And this is dumb test. So yeah, it's popular recognizable places, Crimson. So yeah, it's definitely a place that you should recognize, and then you just kind of locate. And yeah, Tindarius, you're a little closer. Hey, fair enough. You could 5K it, but you're too fast. Sorry, Tindarius. Sorry about that. But yeah, have any of you guys ever been to this location? Have any of you actually visited here? As someone who has never like really gone many places outside the United States, or really just the Americas, I should say, I've never been here. I've never been to this country. I've never been this far west or east, but someday it'd be pretty cool to like kind of visit, right? And look at like one of these famous monuments. It's just a big famous places here. No, I'm just saying about the plastic bottles in here. I mean, it's very tragic, Last Minute. It's very tragic. You live in Thailand? Oh, Monkey, then you're pretty close. You could visit here close, and you know, it's not as crazy a trip for you as it was for me. And you text you before you like being left alone with them, so you don't come back. You can not let everyone know you've perished. Oh, okay, Maze. I appreciate that. Let me know. Hey, and Rosie, it's good to see you, Rosie. Long time no see. How are things going for you? Rosie, how many cups of coffee have you had so far? 2, 3, 17? I know you love that coffee. You're playing lattes. Crazy. Okay, guys, get your guess in. 5 seconds. We'll move on. I know I probably didn't say that. I think it's somewhere in this region, but I can never remember where in this region it actually is. So, I guess so. We will figure out where everything might be, but I don't necessarily know. It's so sad. Oh, I found it. I actually found it. Oh my gosh. My first guess. Oh my gosh. I actually figured it out. Oh, where in the frack are we? Where are we? Okay. Figured it out. Oh my gosh. I remember the city. I actually said, okay. I did it. One, it's early. Oh my gosh, Rosie, you might be a bit of a coffee addict. I don't know if anyone's ever told you this, but you might be a bit of a coffee addict. I'm just gonna point that out there. Okay, so it's the Taj Mahal. It's the Taj Mahal in India. So here are all the people that got pretty close here. We got Tinderios. Yeah, you could have been a little bit closer to Tinderios, but you know what? You knew where it was, so that's fair. Mage, Chummer, there's Monkey, Jeep, myself, and Dust. You guys all figured out it was the Taj Mahal. Not surprised, you guys are pretty smart people. I'm surprised I actually remembered where it was in Agra. I knew that it was like southwest of New Delhi, you know, southeast of New Delhi, but I was like, I couldn't exactly remember the exact like location here. We got Gildog. You chose Sydney. Okay, Sydney. Anything funny about the Sydney area? In Long Reef Headland. Okay, Long Reef. And then we got two people, Los Manitos and Bottle. You chose Istanbul. Very interesting. Istanbul, huh? In a park. Okay, fair enough. But yes, but yeah, it's India. You go straight to Neapolitan areas. Fair enough. But there's definitely a lot of there's a lot of challenges here in getting certain places. I can't read the language in India, so whenever I get like an India map, which is very rare, I'm just lost. I have no idea where we're at. I'm like, yeah, who knows. I'm not dissing on plain lattes. I'm just simply saying that Rosie drinks way too much coffee. It's what Rosie's preference is. Rosie's favorite coffee is a plain latte, which I don't blame anyone. You could if you like lattes, you like lattes. But yeah, and yeah, the Penguin Tiniers, fair enough. But yeah, it's Taj Mahal, and you like both Latte and Istanbul. That's pretty crazy. Fair enough. So here you go, Chummer. Congratulations, you got the gold at 25,000 points exactly. Chummer, nice work. 13 streak as well, really good. G, 24,975 silver to you. Pretty good with a 4-country streak. I got a 5-country streak, but I am in 3rd place at 23,814 points. I just didn't know where Notre Dame was, apparently. And Los Manitos, you get the honorable mention at 19,960 points. Congratulations, Los Manitos. Nice work you guys did. Absolutely fantastic. And I'm very proud of all of you. I'm very proud of all of you. You really guys did you did absolutely amazing. But that's kind of how things works. That's how things works. Ladies and gentlemen, and the reason and the answer to your question, Maze, is no. We are finishing up here. We are coming to the end of the stream. Thank you very much for joining us. We're going to go ahead and raid someone. So if you'd be so kind as to stick around, and we'll go raid someone. You know, that's a lot of fun. You know, just check them out, and just give them our support. But just say, hey, you know what? You're pretty cool. You're pretty awesome, and just give them lots of love. Thank you very much, G, for the follow. Really appreciate it. Thank you guys for joining me. Let's see here. Let's see who in our list of friends that we want to raid. A lot of cool people. Probably someone playing GeoGuessr, right? I think that's always fun to play someone, always doing a GeoGuessr streamers. So why don't I go ahead and raid, I like, let's raid, I have no idea. Sainada? Yeah, okay, we can raid Sainada. Why not? We like our friend Sainada. Okay, so, we'll go raid Sainada. Okay, and, you guys are amazing. I wish you the best. Take care. Thank you for playing GeoGuessr with me. I love you all. Remember, be safe out there. It's a pretty crazy world, but you guys are all amazing. You guys are all wonderful people. Wonderful, not wonderful. Wonderful people. And I love you all. So take care. Please get lots of rest. Have a good night. Drink coffee if you really want to. It's your life. I want you guys to be happy. Live your best life. Heart to all of you. Heart to all of you guys. Good night. Good luck. Farewell. I'll see you next time. GeoGuessr in a week. Next stream is Thursday for Minecraft. We're playing on the SMP. That'll be at 2100 GMT. But otherwise, see you next time. Bye-bye. Farewell. Love ya. Rain. Okay, let's see here. I stopped the